To go live, so we'll be live in the next couple of seconds.
No stone unturned and just did everything right. And then you were littered with these terrible injuries, which is just a huge inspiration for me. Thank you.
Okay, it's just for the time being. I'm going to remove it from X because it's saying we have to pay to go live on X.
All right, looks like we're live, Nick.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
What's up, man? What's up, everybody? Let me just turn the volume down on this here. Okay. UFC 324.
Yeah, we're live.
The Paramount era has begun. It has officially begun. Great fights so far. You would think that these guys were fighting for bigger bonuses or something like $100K and then $25,000 if they get a finish regardless.
Right. I love that one. I love the 50K being bumped up to 100K. But what I really like is the fact that all KOs get 25K.
100%. Yeah, I mean, and I think submissions too. I think any finish of any kind gets a $25,000 bonus. So
even better.
Making good with that $7.7 billion that they got paid. Let's see here. Let me just make sure that we're
everything working on all fronts. Of course, they're rolling out the sick B-roll.
Alrighty, and guys,
all sorts of stuff. Which also there's 4 fights, I guess, over the course of this card getting made that were pulled. So they have a lot of time to fill space, but Paramount's done a pretty good job of filling a lot of dead space.
Yeah, I mean, I've been, so actually that's the first comment. It's a great way to actually kick it off. So Mike Yang says, thoughts on the Paramount Plus presentation so far.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, Mike? Thanks for joining the live. I've been pretty impressed with it so far, Nick. I think, I mean, whether you hate it or whether you love it, it seems like the UFC is now prioritizing exciting fighters and finishes.
Right.
And they're incentivizing it with bonuses. I mean, we've gotten that. I think almost every fight until that Ateba Gauthier fight was a knockout, and most of them in the first round. So if you like excitement, and the thing about it is, CBS, the parent company, it's an entertainment company.
Right.
You think about some of the best shows out right now. Landman, Mayor of Kingstown, Lioness, that's the ones that my wife and I watch. And half of our shows are on Paramount Plus. They've got some great content. So it's going to be interesting because we're not talking about a sports media company like ESPN. We're talking about a movie company, a show company, an entertainment. This is truly the entertainment business now, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a great move for the UFC. It felt like the right move. And, it's still to be determined as to whether it was a good move or not, but I do lean on the side of it being a good move. It feels like Paramount really does care about growing the sport globally, and that's why they're making it a more affordable sport all around. I want to see, how the Paramount team deals with the nature of the fight business.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to say is there's a whole lot of stuff that happened leading up to this fight, to this night, Saturday night, 324. And none of it you can really account for, but the fight business is so different than any other business, any other sport, even, from Cameron Smotherman passing out flat on his face at the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
Something that the UFC's never even seen before. And then it happens on the first night Paramount, or the first day Paramount is, really on the job.
Well, the craziest thing about that, and this is why Paramount was scratching their head afterwards. And by the way, guys, let me know. I tried to move the computer here so I could see the comments coming in better so we can respond to all of y'all. And thanks for joining the chat. It looks like we've got Alejandro AVP. Let's go. First time watching you guys live. Thank you so much, brother. My friend.
Appreciate it.
We got No Offense. Nice thoughts about Umar fight. I think his opponent was there to earn money and go home rather than fighting. We'll get to that in a second, but I want to say real quick about Michael Bisping, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys have not seen this, go back and watch. It is the most horribly perfect timing of anything of all time as far as just one of those moments that just has the virality written all over it.
And the choice of language he used.
Yeah. So Michael Bisping was commenting on Perez missing weight. And Cameron Smotherman was the next fighter to weigh in. And Michael Bisping was, expressing his displeasure with Perez, saying, basically, I have no sympathy for these guys. There's no excuse for this. You're a professional. It's not that freaking hard to make weight. And as soon as he says that, directly behind him, Cameron Smotherman face plants. So it's just for a second there, Paramount was like, what the heck did we just pay $7 billion to get into?
Right. It was wild. You never expect those kind of things to happen. And obviously it doesn't happen often. So,
Yeah.
but I'm sure it was jarring because you don't ever see stuff like that take place in the entertainment business, as you were referring to with Paramount Plus. So I'm sure it was a shock for the people that are at the top of Paramount, but I'm excited to see what they do. I have liked the production and all of the promotion that they did leading up to this card. I can't say if I like it better or worse than the ESPN, but what I will say is I had grown tired of the ESPN promotions because it felt phoned in. It did feel like they were kind of just copy and pasting the same sort of thing over and over again. And it had a cool vibe to it. But after 6 or 7 years, you start to go, all right, I've seen that. And to see the Blink 182 come out and the Patty the Batty thing, referring to him as the best export out of Liverpool since the Beatles, I thought it was pretty cool how they took a different approach to promoting. And it paid off. I think it was well received. And I just hope that they keep it creative and always keep new things coming our way, because I think there's a lot of potential for what the stories they can bring out of these guys, and they're obviously in the storytelling business. So
100%. I'm very excited to see this first production. I just watched Bruce Buffer kind of announce the beginning of the main card there. And guys, we will let you know as well where we are. We weren't able to get the actual timestamps for the fights figured out. Just bear with us. This is one of our first times going live. We haven't done one in a very, very long time. So just kind of bear with us there. We're going to try to get that up for the next fight night. And we're also going to try to do this every single fight card for the main event. I can't promise 100%. We may have some days where we're absent, but we're going to try as best as we can to give you guys 100%, live streams for the main cards of every fight in 2026. Back to the Umar question. Umar looked good. Umar always looks good. Umar's one of the best 135ers in the world.
Right.
Truth be told, Nick, I expected a little bit more out of him after seeing the way Davison looked yesterday on the scale.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Davison, missed weight, was just very frail looking.
Mm-hmm.
I expected Umar to go out and get a finish. And, we're talking about Paramount and the entertainment aspect of this thing.
Yeah.
You have to consider the fact that Sugar Sean O'Malley is on this card.
Right.
He has a win over Peter Yan, even though it's disputed.
Right.
I felt like Umar needed to do just a touch more to get a title shot if Sean wins.
Yeah.
Now, of course, it all depends on Merab. When is Merab ready to come back? Is he wanting an immediate rematch? The guy fought four title fights in 2025. So
right.
is he okay with saying like, hey, I'm going to take a full calendar year and I'll fight for the belt with whoever has it at the end of the year, which would make a mid-year fight between either Umar and Peter or Sean and Peter make sense. So thoughts on that? What did you think about Umar's performance?
Well, I honestly would, full transparency, guys, I was helping get a few things set up. So I watched a majority of the fight, but I did miss a few parts. But it looked like he was able to control on the feet and get the fight to the ground when he wanted to. Figgy obviously has nothing to lose at this point. He's not afraid to engage with anybody. So he showed a bit of that, a bit of the veteran grit.
Yeah.
But Umar did need to go out there and make a statement. And especially with a guy like Figgy who has missed weight, it looks like maybe something went wrong with the end of the fight camp. Who knows how seriously the fight camp was taken.
Yeah.
And so I think that Umar didn't do himself the favor he needed to do himself. And he didn't really take any low percentage or risky opportunities to try to finish the fight. And Figgy being a veteran is going to, block a bunch of things from being able to happen just from, the experience that he has. So Umar doesn't want to risk it coming in for something risky and then wind up getting caught. I get that.
Yeah. I exactly kind of my thoughts as well. Good fight. He always looks good, as I said. One other question that we got here before we get into the first fight looks like, let me see here. And Chris, we have our other brother, Chris, right over here out of camera.
Shout out, Chris.
He's actually the most important Barnhill brother. He's the one that
it looks
edits
like
us. And
sorry, it looks like they gave John Anik makeup, which I used to not notice, but
Yeah, he looks like he's got a full face of makeup on.
yeah, good for him, man.
But you know, they got that
I
bald
wonder if
head's
they did
not so
DC
shiny.
and
Yeah.
I wonder if they did DC and Joe as well.
They probably did. But yeah, so I did see a question on here about Zuffa boxing. I did watch the card. I watched the main card. I think the last prelim and then all of the main cards, so 4 or 5 fights. My thoughts are basically the same as what Dana said afterwards. You know, we have some work to do. I like it. I like the lane. I like that they're trying to build some uniformity and create a league of boxing where the matchups are even. Like if you look at the records, right? The records last night, Zuffa posted something on their Instagram that was like, you know, the total combined record, Nick, of all the fighters on the card was like 233-7 or something like that. Right. But if you look at like any boxing card, like, right, go watch any other fight card. You have the 2 guys on the top. You got a Canelo versus a Terrence Crawford, and maybe the co-main event's pretty even. Everything else under that is generally like this guy's 9-0 and he's 23 years old, and his opponent is 7-75 and he's 45 years old. Right. And so it's like, I like the fact that Zuffa Boxing is not doing that. They're trying to put good matchups together. I have said for a very long time that the biggest obstacle to boxing, and I was a fan of Floyd Mayweather, this isn't a knock on him, is the Floyd Mayweather just holding on to that O.
Yeah.
You know, when being undefeated is everything, a lot of – so if you make it 50-0 in any sport, right, you probably didn't fight the best competition every time you had the opportunity to fight them. That's just my opinion, and I think Zuffa is trying to change that. They definitely have some growing pains, and they need to sign some better fighters, but all in all, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, well, Floyd just raised the expectations, right? Yeah. Everybody that has a dream to become a combat sports athlete or a champion wants to be the greatest in the world or the greatest of all time. And he kind of, with a 50-0 record, it looks as perfect as it sounds. And it's hard to argue that it's not the best. So everybody does strive for that. But when you get the promoters trying to help people, you know, with a slightly easier path to get to, say, a 25-0 before they start getting real competition, it does water down the sport. And eventually it led to no TV deals for boxing. So truly boxing, if it weren't for DAZN, which was relatively new, and now Paramount, Zuffa Boxing, I don't really know where else they would be showing it, because you don't see Top Rank. They don't have a deal. It doesn't seem like PBC Boxing has a deal. Everybody's kind of streaming, and not a lot of people are hot to pick up boxing. Moreover, people are just starting new promotions, and some of them are even having more success than some of the traditional boxing with the true unified belts that are contested in boxing and legitimate boxing. But I think Zuffa Boxing is onto something good. The card did leave a lot to be desired, just because the Apex didn't bring live energy. Yeah. And boxing matches, I think, do heavily rely on a live energy, because it is a slower paced thing, right? Yes. When the UFC has fights at the Apex, it's electric, and you hear everything. And most of the times you're hearing strikes that have no sort of padding on them, right? In boxing, I can't hit you with anything except for something that has pads on it. When you hear a head kick, an Edson Barboza head kick in the Apex,
sounds like a whip crack,
right? Yeah. Or you hear Chama, you hear a Poetan kick to the thigh, you're going to hear it, and it sends this reaction through the crowd. I don't know, I can't speak because I wasn't there live, but optically, from the viewer side at home, it looked really nice. But I do think the energy level was a little weird, maybe because Callum Walsh and these bigger boxers are used to fighting in front of bigger crowds, and maybe the crowd just wasn't ready for the event. But I do think there's definitely room to grow, and having a home base proved to be very beneficial for the UFC. The Apex was a great place, not just for the lockdown when no sport could compete, but whenever you have a sport that's growing and there's a higher demand for it, you do have to put on more events. Yeah. And sometimes it's hard to just be the traveling circus and jump from town to town. Every weekend you're in a different city. When they made Vegas their home, it made sense to have a smaller arena there that they could host fights at. Now they've added certain seats, and I believe they said the capacity is 1,100.
It looked more full than it has ever looked last night. You know, I was watching Nina Drama, actually, funny enough, because they were trying to figure out Kick. And by the way, guys, we're also live on Kick, Twitch, Facebook. Chris, you said X we did not get, right? So not
No
X.
X.
We're going to work that out. So Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and Facebook. So if you guys are enjoying this, like one thing you can do to really help us out is just like share the link to somebody. The more people we could get in here, the more that we have people engaging in the chat, which I want to get to some of these questions right now, the better that will help us. So thank you all so much. We
appreciate you
love
guys.
the channel and we love the comments and the engagement that we get. And that's why when Nick and I and Chris talked about it, what our goals were for this year, it's live engagement with you guys. We don't get the opportunity to come on and talk to you, in real time. So I'm really looking forward to that. No offense, comments. Hope you guys go live for every main card. Watching from Pakistan. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you.
Who do you
Appreciate
have? Who you picking in the main event? No offense. And then Joey, what's up, guys? Joey, it's good to hear from you, man. It's been a
What's up,
long
brother?
time. Thanks for joining the live.
Thank
Just my luck said I'm 6 for 6 so far tonight. This next one could break the streak. Yeah, who knows? Moses Fernandez. Oh, ish. We out here. Yes, we are.
Hey, but they got so this tells a little bit more of the story. Okay, so Patty the Batty Justin Gaethje promotion had the Blink 182 "Say It Ain't So, I Will Not Go," and I was like, that is an odd song choice, but I guess it works. And the more I watched it, it did grow on me. Now they've got Travis Barker playing in the octagon, and they had him on the pre-fight show, talking fights and predictions and whatnot. So he must have a pretty nice deal with Paramount of some sort to be able to do this. And the cross promotion is clear. They're definitely trying to insert the UFC into pop culture because that's about as big as it gets for pop culture.
No, 100%. Oh,
Mana
Leo
Boy?
Mana, what's up?
Hey,
Mana Boy Martinez, let's
UFC
go,
vet.
Derek. Yeah, we got a UFC vet in the chat. Leo Mana Martinez, Mana Boy, one of Nick's good friends and training partners, and beat me up a few times back when I used to go train with you guys. That's for sure. Let's see here.
That's right.
Okay, so question here: do you guys have John Silva over Allen in this next fight? Alejandro, that is a great question. That was one of the few fights on this main card that we were actually split on. I chose John Silva by knockout, and I think you have Allen by decision, right?
I think it.
You'd have to go back and watch the video.
I can't remember. I do have Allen.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Elder Barnhill Bro went Silva by knockout. Second, Nick went Allen by decision, but they had this as the closest fight. Yeah, thank you. Just my luck. Yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember.
Closest fight for sure. The leading up to the fight, but and the more I think about it, they put them in this first spot for a reason. They want them to bang. I think my decision call might be a little. It depends on the pace these guys come out at. Allen's a sharp fighter, and I think he can force Jean into a slower paced fight.
Yeah.
Not such an explosive dynamic fight. And if he can do that, stay behind the high guard and stay long and jab. I mean, he's gone, extended fights with people like Max Holloway. And the only people he's lost to, I think, are Max Holloway and Mavsar.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's some scrub. He's certainly a good fighter with a very high fight IQ. The problem is John Silva also has a high fight IQ, and he has that, strange ability to just change the fight at any given moment with something random that nobody saw coming and he likely didn't even train.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this one. I'm still going to stick with John Silva. I think he's going to bounce back. We saw our great Carlos Prates bounce back after a loss to Ian Gary.
Right.
There was a minute there where the nerds were the hottest thing in MMA, and then it's like they all lost one after the next.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, they had this falling off, and now we got Silva and then Roofy next weekend. Although I did have a comment that I saw. Somebody said Roofy's not with the nerds anymore. I think he's like part-time with them.
I heard somebody say that, but he was with them a couple of weeks ago. I don't think that, and he's still wearing the glasses.
Yeah.
He's definitely still, I think, friends with them and training with them. But he obviously is fighting in Australia. So he's in Australia, training in Australia. And it made sense to go down there about a month early, I guess, and get acclimated. But I don't think he left the Fighting Nerds, but he might have.
Yeah. If anybody knows, let us know in the chat. Let's get to some more of the comments here. I will say,
I got to say too, real
go
quick,
ahead.
that the Paramount desk looked pretty nice. The cameras and all that sort of stuff. It all looks pretty good.
And Kate Abdo is good. I mean, I don't know how much
Is
she knows about MMA, but she's been very good with boxing,
Really? She hasn't hit anything out of the park yet so far.
I don't think that's really her job. I think she's trying to manage the desk, but
manage the fighters.
yeah, may like wrangle these guys and keep them PG. Let's see. I'm good, thank you.
A couple sips over here. I'm good. But
Let's see. Yeah, somebody mentioned, I want to see that. Forcing them all to wear Zuffa gear was a bit stale. Yeah, I mean that's the UFC's brand. You know, they want the uniform. It's just we're just so not used to seeing it in boxing. I don't know if there'll be some sort of revenue split like with Monster and some of the other like Venom, for example.
Yeah, it basically looked like an underground thing, and it looked like it didn't have any sponsors because it's so new,
right?
And that does bring up a question, guys. I don't know if y'all heard about this as well, but they were saying that they might not do any sponsorships, signs, or any sort of logos for the White House.
I've heard that. Yeah.
My thing is, I don't care. It's all about money. And if they're making it a different way, they don't have to promote on the canvas and don't do it, whatever. But it's usually not a good idea to change something for the biggest event of all time.
Right.
Just go back to the UFC yellow mats.
Exactly. Yeah, that was horrible.
It looked horrible. And look, the canvas being blank might look better.
Yeah.
But let's test it out before you
let's
do
test
it
out
on
the
White House,
Apex before we run it at the White House.
Because it might take away optically.
All right, let's get to some more of these before this first fight. MXS HPXTT. Sorry, I'm having to squint here with my glasses on. I had a dream Gaethje won by decision. I swear to God. That was my pick, man. Actually, I picked Gaethje and I got pretty butchered in the comments section for it, but I don't think that's a crazy pick at all. Nick has Patty by submission, I think, right?
Yeah. And you want to know why? Well, I had that prediction before I saw this. Oh, God, there's the goon squad right there. We got Khabib, Islam, Marab, all in the
all in the shot. There's some good wrestling in that shot there.
So Khabib and Islam were in Umar's corner, and then they probably got their
seats,
job done, and then went right over
Scolded Umar for not finishing a 40-year-old figgy, and then sat down.
Went to their front row seats. That's pretty nice.
So here we go. Looks like we're about to get the walkouts. The first walkout of the main card. Making the walk said, "What's going on, guys? How are y'all liking or not liking the pacing of the event so far?" I think it's odd because it's
slow.
I don't hate it, but it's like they're dragging it on because I understand they scrapped 4 fights, so they have to make it slow,
Right, and even if they accounted for losing some of them, which they had lost prior, they still lost the Cameron Smotherman yesterday, and then they lost the Anthony Hernandez versus Michael Johnson today.
Yeah.
So now you're talking about 40 minutes, roughly 45 minutes of time that they probably accounted for. And so, yeah, it did have since it went from 15 fights to 11, it's for sure got a lot of dead time.
Right.
But
the main card still has to start at the same time. So they've had to just slow the pacing.
Yeah. But I do think they're going to work on that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to shorten the cards because they have so many fighters, but it is something they're going to probably consider doing, shifting around a little bit, because as we know, watch time is important.
Yeah.
And people even like John Anik have come out and said, asking somebody to watch from 5 p.m. until 1 a.m. is a little bit excessive.
It's
every
a lot.
Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, being a dad and everything, like there's plenty of Saturdays where I don't see all the fights on the prelims. I prioritize the last couple on the prelims and the main card, but like there's some Saturdays where I just can't commit 8 hours.
Yeah.
I'll go back and watch the good ones, but that's a big ask.
They were showing Arnold Allen and John Silva's face-off. What did you think about that? It looked like Arnold Allen was casting a spell, and
that was bizarre.
And then there's a story behind the John Silva medallion on the chain, but I don't know what it is. He said he's going to tell us. This was crazy. Him holding the belt, looking for the belt, screaming at it.
Okay,
Did you see that?
Yes, but here's the thing, right? So you're a hockey player. That was your sport growing up until we got into MMA.
That's right.
What's the rule? Like, you don't dare touch the Stanley Cup until you win it,
you
right?
You can't touch the Stanley Cup until you win it. That's right. That is a rule. But in the UFC, everything is different. You have to sometimes. Now, this one was a little bit different. It's a little bit more like the hockey ritualistic thing. Don't touch it. But if you're Conor McGregor and you're sitting across Jose Aldo and you have the opportunity to steal that belt, you take the risk and you steal that belt.
Yeah.
So I
Didn't
like
seem
I
to
like
jinx
doing
his
it.
performance there.
Yeah, and it didn't jinx him. But no, what I loved about it is instantly somebody on the internet, which that's where the funniest people in the world exist, made a thing, and it was like my toddler in the store looking at the toys I just told him he can't have. And
That
it's
was
him,
me in Walmart earlier today.
him screaming at the belt. And I said, I know all parents have been there before. Is he wearing the Metas? He's got not the Metas, the Oakleys.
The Oakleys, yeah.
So Valentina had those on. The guy when Dave Feldman from the BKFC broke up a scrimmage up on top of the face-offs, he had Lorenzo Hunt or somebody had him on. So I guess they're really trying to get some cool content, and they believe John Silva's the guy to give it to him.
For sure. So I have a wild pick for main event, or shall I say I wish. I'm picking Gaethje by KO. I mean, listen, that's an unconventional pick, but let's be honest, Gaethje's boxing on the inside, I mean, just look at that last Fiziev fight, was superb.
Yeah.
And Patty is a little chin high, hands low. Now, he's a Scouser. He says he can't get knocked out. We're going to find out tonight, but I don't think that's a crazy pick. Leo Mana said, my boys, good to see y'all streaming it live. Great card to start the year with. 100% Mana, and we got to get you out here to do a live with us. We'll put a chair right here for you.
Damn right.
And yeah, let us know in the chat, guys, if you'd like to see
Houston's finest.
Houston's own UFC former fighter Leo Mana Martinez, hopefully to be once again UFC current fighter Leo Mana Boy Martinez. So we love him joining the chat. Victor Lopez asked, was it clarified if the new bonus applies to the prelims or just the main card? I think it's everything.
I think it's everything. They're not going to gyp somebody if they throw down in the early prelims.
Exactly. Let's see here. I was so bummed that the MJ fight was scrapped. He's one of my favorite fighters ever, and I hate something like this to stop his momentum. Yeah, that's a bummer. I mean, like, what a career resurgence at 40, you know, for Michael Johnson.
I love those memes I was seeing. It was like, hold on a second, I got to see something. And it was like Michael Johnson coming up to fight Islam when he was at 55.
Yeah.
Because like nobody else had a shot.
Yeah.
But for some reason he was on a tear, and people remember like Michael Johnson's been doing – he has wins over so many legends.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to see that fight too, which I thought was cool because Dana White showed some cool, you know, there's obviously a lot of young rising stars on this card, but when he did his "If you don't know, now you know" video, he was like, fights you need to watch out for. This one, Michael Johnson versus Anthony Hernandez, two veterans. Usually it's like a new guy, like Atiba Gauthier or something. This one, he was like, you got to watch this fight because it's going to be insane. And it was going to be insane. But yeah, I guess they had to pull it today.
Yeah, Atiba Gauthier, he's exciting, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, everybody talks about first round Hamzat, first minute Atiba Gauthier, nightmare, like first half of the round.
Yeah.
But what we saw tonight is that he needs to work on his cardio. He gasses. He's very technical.
Yeah.
I mean, when you see these big power punchers, a lot of times, like, you know, like Francis was, a lot of people compare him to Francis for whatever reason. But, you know, he's much more technical, in my opinion, with his strikes. He's patient.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't looking for the early finish, but he did gas a little bit, susceptible to the body kick. That Pulayev landed some big body kicks on him, which dropped the hands. I was wanting to see Pulayev throw something up at the head, too.
Well, he did. He threw a couple of head kicks, but he stopped it when it didn't even rock Atiba a little bit. You saw some of those kicks land flush on Gauthier's head, and nothing happened. No stumble whatsoever. So he's like, I guess I should stop doing that.
Yeah.
So
just a couple more, and then we'll break down. Ethan
Arnold
Lemus,
Allen.
Nick the Brick. Somebody commented Nick the Brick.
Let's go, Nick the Brick. That's right.
How do you guys feel about the new bonuses? 100K for the traditional ones and 25K for every finish. I'm just bummed that the OGs who paved the way didn't get to experience that like they should have. Yeah, I mean, that is a bummer, but you know, better late than never. It's a good thing that these guys are getting paid now. The sport is also making way more money now than it ever has. So it's like, to some degree, you have to bump these guys with these potential bonuses. And Paramount wants exciting fights, and they're getting them. So
yeah. We got to hear Max, which is Ethan on there. Mana, these are the people we chat fights with at the gym every day. So You guys, hey, and I've seen some of their parlays do some pretty crazy things. So y'all check them out.
Yeah, if you guys have any good parlays, drop them in the chat.
Mhm.
Hey, Chris, can you put up a poll before this fight starts? Who's going to win? Or let me see. I think I can do it on YouTube. Let me see here. I'm gonna put a poll in the chat, guys.
Max,
Who wins the opener?
Max ended up having a crazy one time. It was like a 13 fight parlay. Every fight he got right except for the main event, which was the final one, obviously.
I think you thought it was Pereira.
It might have been Pereira and Izzy. I can't remember what it was. It was brutal because it was going to pay a lot of money. And we got, of course, John Silva in the cage facing off against Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen just showed John Silva a tattoo on his leg, high thigh, something high on the thigh. He showed it to John Silva. So I don't know what it means, but.
So I just dropped in the chat, and I didn't just say who wins, but I want to know what you guys think the method of victory is going to be. So I don't have enough options to put submission or knockout. So I just had to put Silva decision or Silva finish or Allen decision or Allen finish. So far, 50%, Nick, Allen decision.
Let's go. That's me.
Silva finish. So that's right along the lines of what Nick is thinking. This will be really interesting to see how this goes as the fight progresses. So what we'll do here is we will provide commentary. I'll let you know when the round starts on our side, and then we'll provide commentary for the round, and then we'll just kind of check out the chat at the end of the round and see what you guys thought about it, see how we scored everything. Silva finish is creeping up now. So we've got 40% for Silva finish, 40% for Allen decision. Allen finish has a couple of votes. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
No Silva decisions. Interesting. That doesn't surprise me. All righty. So here we go, guys. If you want to sync up with us, the first round just started. They just touched gloves. Okay.
Starting.
Allen's moving a lot like he always does. Silva's a little bit more planted as always.
Starting with that leg kick. He got his head off the center line for that first kick. Both in orthodox stance, or no, wait,
southpaw.
Both in southpaw stance. Sorry, which I know both guys will switch stances. Eager to see who does that first.
Wide stance for Silva. He's definitely walking. He wants to get Allen against that cage.
Yeah. A lot of people are watching Taboria these days, and they're like, "Hey, what he's doing is working. Heavy pressure, intelligent defense, active guard." And walk somebody back. If you don't like kicking range because you'd rather throw hands, get inside a kicking range. If you don't like the jab, manage the lead hand with your hand. It's interesting. All right, so John Silva's now switched it over to the open stance.
It definitely. I think we're going to see Silva look for a body kick here in just a second. He seems like he's trying to time that.
Well, Arnold's now moving towards the power side, and traditionally, as an open stance, you do want to move towards the weak side, the lead side. But when you're an experienced fighter, you can certainly move towards that power side as long as you're either out of range or aware of what can come, which is both power shots, the leg and the arm.
All shots to the body for Silva so far. He's really only thrown 2 shots of significance. One was a lead hook to the body, and then he just threw that straight to the body there. So I think what Silva's doing is he's going to look to hit the body to open up that head.
Yeah, he looks like he's staying patient in the pocket whenever those short moments come. Allen is good at keeping range. He's good at keeping his guard high, making himself unavailable to be hit. Oftentimes when we see guys come in with the approach like John Silva, where I'm going to throw quality over quantity, they end up being a step behind, and oftentimes when a guy like Arnold Allen gets to move around and get behind his jab and do the things that get fighters into their rhythm, it can be kind of hard, and that forces the more patient standstill fighter who is
big head kick opportunity there for Silva.
Yeah.
And Allen answers back with one.
Yeah.
Good body shot for Arnold Allen.
Allen's picking up the pace a little bit.
He's moving in and out a lot.
Halfway through round 1.
And this is the fight Allen needs to fight, right, if he wants to win. He doesn't want to be a stationary target. He wants to do a lot of movement. He wants to get in and out. He's probably the cleaner, more technical overall fighter he does not want to rope himself into a firefight with John Silva. John Silva, you see doing the Max Holloway, pointing to the center of the cage, and Allen just shakes his finger like, no way, buddy. Not with 3 minutes into the first round.
That's right.
So, this is interesting. This is definitely a round for Arnold Allen. He's landed more shots. He's landed a larger variety of shots. Silva did land 2 nice shots to the body. He threw a head kick that was blocked, and he's been the aggressor for the whole fight so far. So we have a stoppage here for a second. Did he grab his glove or what? I didn't see that. I think he grabbed his glove. So we got Silva, resets in the orthodox stance. Arnold Allen still out of southpaw. We got Allen circling. Arnold Allen's doing a good job of being disruptive. Silva definitely wants to get inside and land the big shots. Allen's using the teep. He's using the jab well. He's moving well. And quite frankly, he's winning this round.
Yeah.
That Allen decision, the Allen decision's 50% now. It seems like if we get 10, good straight by Arnold Allen there.
Straight 2 right down the pipe. And that, again, that's another sign from this open stance. This is if I have to say one thing I understand more than anything in the MMA world is the open stance, because I'm a left-handed guy and all I see all day is left-handed open stance. So watching Arnold Allen control the open stance really well is impressive. He's moving. He's the one that's having to evade, but
great
he's still
body shot by Silva there.
Yeah.
But still around for Arnold Allen. I mean, Silva needs to land something of real. He's starting to now, but he needs to land something of real significance to steal this round.
Yeah.
Because so far they both landed a handful of meaningful shots, mostly to the body.
Doubling up the power side is really nice for Arnold Allen. He's throwing that.
Ooh. Okay, there we go. Great finish to the first round there.
All right. Arnold Allen's trying to be respectful. John Silva's not having any part of it.
Yeah, and Arnold pushed. I give you a chance to be respectful. You don't want it. Let's just push you.
Yeah.
So let me know, guys, in between. We got a minute. Who won that first round? I'm saying first round, Arnold Allen, 10-9.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
MXS, in the future, could you guys show the clock on the screen so we could catch up?
Yes.
Yes, that is something that we're working on. We couldn't figure it out for tonight. And forgive us, we're pretty new to the whole streaming thing. It's kind of a new layer of content that we want to add for you guys. But yes, the answer is yes. We will try to have that. We will definitely have it. We will try our best to have it for UFC 325 next weekend. And for those of you that are just joining the chat, we are going to try to go live for the main cards of every UFC fight night and numbered event in 2026. So we hope this will grow. We love the community that we're building. By the way, check out our Discord. We have a Barnhill Brothers Discord. Really, really great, super smart guys. And they're like, Nick and I on a regular occasion, learn stuff from some of the guys in the Discord, and we're in there active. So we'd love to have you there as well.
If you're a hardcore, those are your guys. They all like to chat fights all day long. Most of them have channels as well, great channels. You can check them all out. So yeah, come hang out with us, guys. We're trying to grow this year as big as we've ever grown. And it's all thanks to people like you guys. So thank you.
Everybody's saying Allen. So we got
guys. So also, just so you know, round 2, Arnold Allen versus John Silva. The clock says 4 minutes, 25 seconds. So sync up with us if you're not with us. And yeah, let's see what this fight has to offer. So
Holly Market saying that Silva's got a 63% chance to win.
Beautiful shot.
Good straight 1-2.
I don't know how you see that when Arnold Allen is the one landing very flush and clearly doing more damage. Now, John Silva had a couple good bursts, but they showed the slow-mo burst at the very end of the first round. None of those really landed clean except for the head kick, but it also did touch the high guard of Arnold Allen. So
yeah, Poly Market is interesting. I don't know a whole lot about it, admittedly. But it's for apparently what it is like the general consensus, but you have to put money on the line. I don't know. Somebody tell me in the chat if I'm way off there, but I'm just learning about this Poly Market, and I think it's just kind of a general consensus. Allen really coming in strong with some strikes, landing some good straight punches, good head kick there. he's definitely getting Silva's attention, but this is where Silva wants the fight to be. He wants to take place in a dirty, close range sort of throwdown.
Yeah.
So Allen's he's scoring and he's doing well, but he's got to be careful here. He doesn't want to just get into the firefight. He can win this fight rinsing and repeating what he did for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, Silva thrives in the chaos. But look at that. You see how he's intelligently getting out of the way, but not just taking a big step back. Allen is pivoting off at an angle and then trying to fire back in the storm. And to be honest, he's had the better success in those close exchanges.
Absolutely. Now, Arnold Allen's definitely winning this fight in my eyes.
Yeah.
Silva's landing some now, but Arnold Allen, again, he's standing in the range that Silva wants. When he's moving in and out and he's fighting from a kickboxing range, he's winning this fight all day long. Good head kick by Arnold Allen, followed up by a big knee.
Hey, if I get this one right, everybody go watch the short on whatever short platform you watch, because that one should do well. That one should pop off because I said Allen decision. So we still got half a fight to get through, but it's looking like it might happen.
If it continues this way, that's what we're going to get. Because
he's off on angles. You remember we were talking about this in the breakdown. You got to exit. You cannot when a guy's explosive.
Oh, big shot by Silva there.
Yep, big shot. When he's explosive, he comes forward like that. You have to exit laterally. You cannot move linear. And Arnold Allen, Firas Zahabi is truly one of the most brilliant minds in the sport. He's not as famous compared to some of the big name coaches right now. There's certain gyms that are just popping up that gain a lot of notoriety. But remember, when you take George St. Pierre through the career he had, you always have a seat at the table for best coach in the world. And Arnold Allen, being a guy who's willing to bite down on his mouthpiece and engage, it's good to see him fighting a disciplined fight, staying behind a jab, high guard. Those are things they prioritize, systematically trying to break his opponent down.
Well, George George didn't fight that way to where I'm going to take a bunch of risks and fight the fight you want to fight. I'm going to win my fight,
right.
And George did it with excellence. And, Arnold Allen is kind of we're seeing some of that in Arnold Allen. Now, Silva is starting to have some moments here. He threw a good spinning elbow, which landed, followed up by a straight. Arnold Allen with a little spinning stuff of his own.
Beautiful head movement by Arnold Allen.
Yeah,
Gets out of the way of the uppercut and then slips out of the two.
Silva's a little bit more telegraphed than I'd like him to be. The thing is, he's exciting. He likes to land the big shots. He wants to land the big shots. And when he finds them, he usually ends the night. But against, now he's getting up against top competition. That was a beautiful front hook by Arnold Allen.
Yeah.
Spinning elbow again for Silva.
See, but none of those are really landing that flush. Arnold Allen isn't being wobbled by these. They look really cool and they certainly get a reaction out of the crowd, but those aren't landing quite as flush as he needs them to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Doubling up on the left on the power side again is Arnold Allen.
He's found great success with that high kick to the straight tonight.
That was a Fazeev type of get out of the way.
All right. So we got 3, 2, 1. Second round has come to an end. It's been kind of wild exchanges at the end of both rounds.
Yeah.
All right. That one was a little bit closer, guys.
I got Allen 2-0 right now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Allen as well.
Damn.
I'm curious as to what y'all think. We're seeing a commercial for a KFC famous. You know how long it's been since I've had a KFC famous bowl?
KFC famous bowl.
Lord have mercy. Yeah,
those rule.
There's no KFC around here.
Yeah, Popeyes is close by, but they don't have a famous bowl. They need to.
All right, interesting. So we got Mike Yang 1919.
Go.
And then just my luck, Silva minus 235 on FanDuel after round 2. I mean, I'm not a big betting guy, but my goodness, like to take Arnold Allen at plus money with 5 minutes left when it's for sure he won the first round. Silva could have stolen that second round, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think I would take some action on that if I were a betting man. But what do you think, Nick? I mean, so I think Silva could have stolen that round with some of the big shots, but it was close.
I don't know, man. Arnold Allen landed more. It looked like to me he landed more big shots, and he didn't get the reaction out of the crowd like Silva did. But that's because Silva is Silva,
Yeah.
Everything he does looks crazy, and there you go, off to a great
big
start.
Shots out of Silva right out of the gate.
Yeah, okay, so him fighting like this tells you who won that last round because he's fighting like a guy that needs a finish.
Exactly. Yeah.
Arnold Allen's going to do the same thing he did and likely win all 3 rounds. But John Silva's fighting like a guy that needs to get a finish. Now let's see if he uses. So here's the issue: when you're these slower pressure fighters, where you just want to stand your ground and then take ground away from your opponent, it is tough to do if you don't keep your legs moving. And it's complex. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. But a lot of people do wind up getting stuck. Oh, he's doing a little veteran move, standing on Arnold Allen's foot, trying to keep him still. But,
Arnold's not moving as much as he did in the first round, which is where he found a lot of success. That in and out movement, the utilizing of the leg kicks, both inside and outside, was what really gave him a lot of success. It looks like he's sort of standing in boxing range, which couldn't be a bad thing. That was a big body shot followed up by a straight for John Silva. Optics do matter. We have a little blood on Arnold Allen's nose.
right.
This is where Arnold, I think he needs to go back to what he was doing in the first round to have a lot of success, which is moving a lot. He was moving, and Silva was not able to find his target. Now Silva's right in range, and he's landing big shots, a lot to the body. So John Silva's starting to take over this fight in round 3.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Took the back. Arnold Allen takes the back.
3 minutes and 20 seconds into round number 3. Arnold Allen's on the back, still standing.
Look, I love an entertaining fight that ends in brutal knockouts. But if I'm Arnold Allen right now, I am keeping this position, and I'm looking to get to the ground and get a dominant position. If he can do that, this fight is his. And he steals all the momentum that John Silva has. Look, I know he's ranked higher, but John Silva is a meaningful guy in this division. And a win over him can definitely help Arnold Allen, who's been on quite a long layoff, get his name inserted back into the top 145. That is truly, it's got good depth, but it's lacking in a meritocracy. So I think after this Diego Lopez Volkanovski thing gets settled, we'll have a few real contenders in addition to Diego that we can kind of have duke it out. Movsar, Leron, Arnold Allen, you name it, we got it.
So so Silva was able to get free. We got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in round number 3.
Good head movement by Silva, getting out of the way of the head kick. Oh, beautiful single grab.
John Silva looking for a single, really good on the inside with elbows.
Yeah.
I mean, if it goes so Silva's winning this round. So if it goes like this, then who won round 2 really comes into play here, because we have a definite round 1 for Arnold Allen and a definite round 3 thus far for John Silva.
Does he has a full sin tattoo on his calf?
No kidding.
Johnson, did he get that with the Nelk boys?
He must have. I'm sure either that or they paid him. So
I wonder if Dana's got one.
Real quick, Chris Velarde said, "Hey, cutie."
Oh God,
Chris Velarde
yeah,
said,
shout
"Hey,
out.
kid."
What up, bro?
What's up, cutie? How you doing? It's been a long time, man.
Hope all is well, brother. You enjoying the fights?
One of my resolutions, I told Nick, was to get my ass back in the gym this year. So I will see you soon.
Let's go.
Let's see here. So
he's a pro now, doing big things.
I know, dude. Yeah,
so
good stuff, dude. Yeah, I mean, you're doing really well. I've been following from afar. So congrats for the success.
Yeah, man.
Let's see here. So I mean, again, we're the fight is taking place, if you're an Arnold Allen fan, in a range at which is just not what you want. But he is landing some shots. He just landed an elbow there. But he needs to turn the tide a little bit in this third round. We got 45 seconds to do it. Unless he does something major here, Silva's going to win this round.
Yeah, dude, Silva's showing all the signs, though, of somebody who knows he's down on the scorecard. He just pointed down to the Monster Energy can and said, "You want to duke it out for the last 10 seconds." Now, I love seeing that, but doing it for 40 seconds is kind of
John
brutal.
Silva would do it.
Only Max Holla. Did you see that Charles Oliveira has been training the stand and bang?
Has he really?
And the comment sections are great because there are people saying, like, if Charles does this with
a couple
Max,
of big head kicks for John Silva there. I think John's taking this round.
He's taking this round for sure.
This is going to jumps off the back of Arnold Allen.
It's not a John Silva fight without a little bit of theatrics.
Okay.
Very cool fight.
Interesting.
Good fight.
Joey Silva pointed down to the ground with 40 seconds left. Yeah, I think he pointed down to the ground in the first round as well.
Yeah.
And Arnold Allen was like, "No, I think I'm all set on
The
that."
coldest
buddy.
was Taporia doing that.
Okay, Nick. So I want to hear from you guys first. Drop it in the chat. Who won that fight? I have it 29-28. Who do you have it for, Nick?
I got it. 29-28, Arnold Allen. Close fight, good fight. Last round went to Silva, but I had it 2 rounds to 1.
I got 29-28, John Silva. I think he won round 2 and round 3.
My phone's at 1% battery, so I'm going to exit the chat. But I'll be here. Let's go.
Fred, thanks for joining the chat, man. Good to have you here. It's been a long time. From our hometown, actually. Well, from France, but moved to our hometown. It's good to hear from you, man. I've been following you on social media. Love seeing your family grow. Love seeing your success. Thanks for joining the chat.
I got to say, too, there's a place that opened up just down the road from our house called Paris Baguette. They sell all the best pastries and all that stuff. Almost as good as the ones your dad used to make. The chocolate bread, man. From the day he brought that chocolate bread, that was like the best thing ever. So shout out to Fred. Shout out to Mr. Plantatis, the whole family. That was awesome. But, yeah, every time I go get myself a nice sweet treat or a pastry, I think about you guys. So
100%.
Football as well, brother.
All right. That YouTube poll ended up, most people thought Allen was going to get the decision. All right. Let's hear. We're going to listen to Bruce Buffer make the final announcement here.
I was about to turn it up. I was about to turn it up, but I didn't want it to come through the microphone. What?
Very interesting.
John Silva gets the decision.
Now, I had John 29-28. 30-27 is a bit absurd. I'm not going to be.
That's completely absurd.
Yeah. Arnold Allen won that first round.
Yeah. And I don't want to go quiet on the folks, but I do kind of want to hear a little bit of what Joe Rogan and them say after this. But Allen and John are talking right now. The translator is right in there. Couple translators.
The UFC translator and the Fighting Nerds translator.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Very interesting call.
Anybody in the chat have it 30-27? I don't think that was a good call. Let's listen to what John Silva says here. Lots of respect between these two.
Nothing but respect.
Silva's got his Fighting Nerds glasses on.
That's right.
Joe's asking Silva why he apologized to Arnold Allen after the fight.
Who's next for John Silva?
Oof, that's somebody in the top 5.
Yeah,
I'd have to look at the rankings.
Yeah,
but that
sucks for Arnold Allen, man. He fought a great fight. I thought he won.
Yeah, I mean, I did score it for Silva. I had it. I think Silva did win the last 2 rounds, but 30-27 is just out of the question.
Yeah.
Ooh, Johnny said Yair. Give me that.
Yair Rodriguez.
What's Yair's ranking right now?
It's got to still be good.
Lerone Murphy and Mavsar, they're kind of just like waiting in the wind.
Waiting. Diego to be done.
Yeah, Diego's got to fight. Volk is obviously fighting him next weekend. So,
hey, let me know y'all's thoughts on this. I was telling the boys, if Peter Yan continues on a tear and Volkanovski sticks around long enough, super fight. Peter Yan goes up, faces Volkanovski. I think that Peter, being a little bit younger, might have the advantage with the cardio and the speed and stuff. But Volk, being bigger, might be a durable, able to handle the bantamweight's power. I feel like that would be an all-time high-level fight and about as good of a fight as the UFC could make with 2 champions right now.
This is just off the top of my head. I came up with 4 of them here in the chat on YouTube. Next for Silva, I got Yair, Lerone, Mavsar, and Aljo. I threw a wild card in there. I'm interested. Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? I think Johnny 5985 just made the match for us, though. Yair Rodriguez is fire.
That's a great fight. That is a great fight.
Joey said, yes, Volk versus Yan is MMA excellence. I could not agree more.
Right. That feels like it would be such a good fight. I mean, especially if you just watch the styles. We always say styles make matchups. They're both so high level.
Exactly.
And both do everything so well. John Silva is barking.
It wouldn't be a John Silva fight if he wasn't.
I'd tell you what he was saying if I spoke
He's
Portuguese.
speaking Portuguese, so we have to wait for the translation. Sorry for the lag here, guys.
All right.
So this is a really good win for John Silva because he won a decision,
Yeah.
right? So he gets a decision win against a very, very high-level fighter, did good in the grappling against Arnold Allen's a damn good grappler. A lot of people don't give him credit for it. Arnold Allen can grapple his butt off.
Theo
Vaughn in the
let's
crowd.
go. Gang. Yeah.
We got Luke Grimes,
Who is
Brandon.
that?
He was. Oh, those guys are Yellowstone guys. The
Anthony Kiedis.
Anthony
Now we're
Kiedis
talking.
and Chris Rock. See, Nick doesn't
Chris
watch
Anthony
like
Kiedis. No.
TV like Yellowstone and
Matt Hughes,
stuff like that.
legend. Yeah, no, I Amanda Nunes. Now she should be fighting tonight.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Sucks for Kayla Harrison. And also, it sucks because the White House card would have been the next best place for them to fight. And there's no way she gets out of a neck injury and then a surgery and then is healed by June.
Well, Amanda said that she's not interested in an interim belt. And why would she be? She's the greatest female fighter of all time.
She's not interested in fighting.
She said that she is interested in an undisputed belt. So depending on how long Kayla's going to be out, if she gives the belt up or if the UFC strips her, she said she would come back and fight somebody for the undisputed.
Fair.
So, but it was, the usual suspects like Valentina, the Venezuelan vixen, Juliana. So I don't know who she would fight that would really get her out of bed at almost 40 years old to, with a family and multiple kids.
I'd run it back with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I think she would do that too, but I don't think Ronda would do that.
I don't know. She's been posting some clips.
Yeah.
Hey,
thank you,
thanks,
Steve.
brother.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Stay warm.
So I'm trying to switch back between. Is that on Facebook, Chris? Okay. Yeah. So guys, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube has the most activity going on right now, so I'm on that screen the most. But Chris is kind of monitoring both and letting me know when to switch. So thanks, Steve. Good to hear from you, man.
You watching the fights tonight, brother? Let us know.
And we got 75% for Yair, 0 for Lerone, 0 for Aljo, and 25% for Mavsar. Yeah. Mavsar is a tough fight for John Silva, but if John Silva can defend the takedown, it's a nightmare fight for Mavsar.
Yeah,
I truly believe that. So that would be really interesting to see. And if you beat a Mavsar, you're fighting for a title. Maybe even
because everybody knows he ain't fighting for a title.
Yeah, that sucks to be him, honestly.
It
but
really does. These Thorne supplements are supposed to be goated. Everybody talks so highly about
JD Jackson. That just means she's only got one more fight in her. Are you talking about Ronda or Amanda? I don't know if Ronda has one more.
No, I don't think so. But Amanda, it doesn't make sense for her to come back for anybody. It barely made sense for her to come back for Kayla. But because it's such a big one and Kayla has done enough to really jump into the history books of women's MMA, I get it. But it's certainly not something they should try to force. And there's no reason Amanda should just jump back into competition and get back into a division that she essentially lapped years ago.
Yeah.
And hasn't changed all that much except for the addition of Kayla Harrison.
And people think Kayla can beat her, right? And Kayla, the fight is made because Kayla basically said, we come from the same gym, American Top Team down in Florida. She did rounds with me. She didn't like the way they went, and then she avoided me for 3 years.
Yeah.
Whether that's true or not, who knows? But it's at least something that builds a fight, right? So it's interesting.
I gotta say, I gotta give Paramount another piece on the board. They just showed the BMF title March 7th trailer.
Yeah.
It looks like Pirates of the Caribbean level cinematics
for
Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway. So that fight is going to be awesome. And I feel like if they keep promoting and doing things differently, I think they're going to get a lot of people on board. And how nice is it to not have to spend $89.95 or whatever it was this weekend? Oh, there's Patty the Batty.
Got the hair
making his
slicked
walk
back.
in, braided up, some sort of big chain on his.
All right. So it seems like the general consensus is we're going Yair is the next fighter for Silva.
Okay.
Hey, make that matchup all day long.
I'm
right?
good with that one.
Nobody's going to the ground in that one. That's going to be a baller fight. All right. Let's see here. So let me go.
Natalia Silva on deck.
So, all right. So, I mean, how do you break this one down, right? I mean, this fight card is stacked. This is, I don't think it comes as any surprise that probably the one that we're least looking forward to on the fight, but on the card. But, definitely some title implications here. Rose is looking to get that title one more time. And, we just talked about Amanda being the greatest female martial artist of all time. I don't think Rose can eclipse her, but she's trying to, cement herself as a, one of the Mount Rushmores, so to speak, of women's MMA.
And she's on her way. If she can get up there and get the belt at 125, or even just get into a title shot, she's forever going to be, top of the list for female fighters. But
who's your Mount Rushmore of female fighters right now? You have to four female fighters Mount Rushmore.
Ronda Rousey, Amanda Nunes, Valentina Shevchenko. Those are the three that they are
you have to have those
simply
three.
Not replaceable. And then Joanna.
Okay.
I mean, right now, if I had to pick four, that's as clear as day. Ronda started the whole show.
Yes.
Right.
Amanda's the GOAT.
Amanda's the GOAT. Valentina's the most skilled and still doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
And Joanna, partially, I'm biased because I loved her fighting style. I love, just a girl who could, get in there and throw high volume. She'll throw 400 punches or whatever in a fight.
Yeah.
And she had the antics and everything. So also at a time where MMA for women was so new, she was doing things other women weren't doing. So I always take innovation into account.
Yeah.
When I'm looking. That's why, one of the most important bantamweights for the men, in my opinion, is Sean O'Malley. Now, he might not have as good of a champion record as some of the other champions from the division, but he is an innovator in that when you see him do some of his skills on the feet, you started to see other people in the UFC pick up some of those moves.
Yeah.
There's even people that'll go as far as to take the dribble, the imaginary dribble that he does. Now, I wouldn't go with that as his technique that I would steal from him, but I would there's a lot of good stuff he does. So I think Joanna was an innovator.
So I'm with you on the three, like Ronda, Amanda, and Valentina. Those are your three musts. And honestly, Ronda, because she was just the trailblazer, right? Skillfully, she fought at a time where the skill level was not half of what it is today, but you still,
right.
Women would not be fighting in the UFC.
Right.
If it weren't for Ronda Rousey.
Right.
So
Royce Gracie's on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Even though it's a long time ago, right?
Mike Yang said Weili Zhang. Yeah, she could interchange with Joanna. Chris Cyborg. I mean, she's still doing the thing, right? She's been around a long time, and it's one of those things like, do you put Fedor on your heavyweight Mount Rushmore? It's like when Fedor had all of his career out of the UFC, but when you have most of your career out of the UFC, how much stock do you put into that? Like this girl Dakota,
because Cyborg, she came over, Amanda knocked her out. So so she didn't have a long I always look at Bellator, PFL, any of them as a notch below. I don't look at them as equal to the UFC. So if you had an incredible career over there and then you come over and you lose, then I do take the rest of your record with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So for me, Weili Zhang, awesome fighter, and could for sure steal Joanna's spot because she's still competing. But Joanna was a big. You also have to look at it as like, what did these women do? Ronda Rousey started the whole damn thing, so you have to give it to her, and she was a dominant. She had a cheat code. Yeah, it's no different than Khabib. I have a way to take you to the ground. Nobody can stop it. And I have a system that I'm going to take you through. Yeah. She had a system. It was just a little bit
arm
more
bar finish.
It was more singular. It was, I'm going to judo trip you, follow you to the ground, keep your arm the whole time, and then I'm going to
put you in an arm
bar. It
bar,
was very singular, but there's it's the same thing we see over and over again. Israel Adesanya, I'm going to make you kickbox with me. You know,
Exactly. Yeah.
You force a fight, the place you can best win it, and that's what she did. So
I think I'm gonna, just because of the head-to-head, I feel like, and I want to pick Joanna because she's my favorite female fighter of all. Like, her fight with Weili Zhang was one of the best fights I've ever seen. Not just best women's fight. That was one of the best fights I've ever seen. I always make this reference. Maybe some of you guys have heard it before, but I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Jingle All the Way. We just came off of Christmas, so this movie's on my mind.
great movie.
Going through now with my son all of the movies that I watched growing up as a kid, and Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Great movie, great Christmas movie. There was a guy, Dementor. He was the
bad guy.
The bad guy. He was trying to take the Turbo Man doll from Arnold Schwarzenegger that he was going to give to his son for Christmas. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is just hanging on by a thread in this movie. And, you know, it kind of comes down to this final battle between the two of them. I won't give away what happens. But Dementor had this giant brain. Like, it was like a brain encased in this liquid. And I always say that Joanna looked like Dementor
100%
from Jingle All the Way. Nobody got that reference when I first said it, but then I explained myself, and you're like, oh, I think I've seen that movie as a kid. But
it's nothing worse than a great reference that people don't get. Kill Tony the other night had the funniest
Harlan, what's his name?
Harlan Williams came out as the child snatcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which is a hilarious thing. Truly one of the scariest villains of all time. And nobody knew it, but it's still killed because it's such an obscure character.
Yeah.
And he even one-upped it and went out and did it live at the New Year's Eve thing. He dressed up like the child snatcher and came out. But that was hilarious. Really?
Yo, Constantinos, thank you so much, man, for the donation. That is very much appreciated. Let's get to the comments real quick while they're making these announcements. JD says, Joanna champion. We know JD's a big Joanna fan. Constantinos, love your podcast. We love you, man. Thanks again for the donation. That's very, very kind of you.
Hey, and shout out JD too. He used to train with Valentino a little bit.
He did,
on the ground, some of the groundwork. So
he said that, you know, he didn't know who she was because he's just like a casual fan. She was on her way up, and he's in a full jujitsu gi, and he's like, this girl shows up in no gi with MMA gloves on, and they want me to work out of the guard. And like, she gets in my guard and just starts beating the hell out of me with the gloves. I'm like, I thought this was like just a casual Tuesday morning jujitsu class. What's going on here?
I wore my gi, and she's in Tiger Muay Thai rash guards head to toe with headgear on and gloves. So okay, we got Natalia Silva wearing a full clothed suit.
What up, guy? Choice. What's up, Heather Heath? What's that? Heathen Nation? What's up, man?
What's up?
What do y'all think? Just my luck. What do y'all think about the upset here? Are you talking about the upcoming fight or the Arnold Allen, or the fight that just happened? I think
Arnold was robbed.
I think they got. I disagree. I think they got the right fighter, but I think 30-27 is BS
for sure.
Arnold Allen won that first round handedly. Joey says, was Duke Rose's first gym? RIP for sure. What a legend. I don't know, actually. I feel like Rose is from Colorado, right? Did she train in Milwaukee? I can't remember.
I think she is from there. I don't know. But obviously Trevor Whitman is her guy.
Very strange foot movement out of Natalia Silva in the beginning here.
Yeah, she's
almost salsa dancing in the octagon.
She's salsa girl, and next up is salsa boy.
That's right. So Rose is doing what Rose does, a lot of in and out movement, fighting at a distance. I'm not sure. Natalia's very straight up. I don't like this stance for Natalia against Rose. She's very straight up and down. Rose is definitely the better striker.
By the way, we didn't make a prediction for this one, so I'll just give my prediction. I've got Rose winning a decision. We thought Umar versus Figdy would be the fight that got pushed up to the main card. So when we did the main card prediction, we added that one as the prediction. But then the UFC the next day made this the main card fight. So we didn't predict it. But even though Silva is number 2, a win here would give her a title shot. I still think she's leaps and bounds behind Valentina. And Rose is very high level. I'd say she's maybe the second most technical female striker in the UFC behind Valentina. She's very high level. And you know what's interesting about Trevor Whitman's team is everybody from that gym fights differently. And it's a testament to him because he doesn't change the way you fight. He just figures out what you do and then makes his training somehow work around your natural tendencies and whatnot. Because she doesn't exactly move like Justin Gaethje or Kamaru Usman.
Not at all.
But-
and those two don't fight like each other.
And they don't move like each other. But he's always in the corner and he knows what he's doing. Man, that guy, his gym is insane. Did you see the gym? The sauna with the cold plunge in the sauna.
I did not see that. I need to go back and what was that on?
Onyx gym that he has. It's not open to the public. It's for private professionals only, but it is really nice. And they have a sauna that looks legit. It's not like one of those box saunas. It looks like it was built into the structure.
I feel like that is just a design flaw, right? Like a sauna with a cold plunge in it. Like it's going to be hard to cool the water, and then the cold water is going to make the
it's
hot
badass.
sauna cool.
It's low too, so it's like in the ground.
Oh, no kidding.
So heat rises.
There we go.
Come here,
Nick.
Nick,
Come out and learn some physics from Nick tonight. Constantino said Umar Figgy was the only boring fight. Not going to lie. Yeah, I mean, if this one continues the way it's going, this may be, may take the cake for that.
Don't worry, these ladies are here
to,
here to show them up.
There's not been much action. Rose is landing the strikes, but there's nothing of real significance landed yet. Natalia Silva is still walking very strange. I don't understand what she's reaching on shots too.
You know what's interesting? Rose Namajunas said at the press conference, she goes, I'm excited for this fight. I'm excited to fight Natalia because this took me back to my roots of my Taekwondo and karate days. So it's kind of interesting that Rose is the type of fighter that has such a skill set that she can go deep into her toolbox and go back to a different cadence and rhythm completely, which Taekwondo has maybe the most odd rhythm and cadence in MMA. And but she's doing it well. If Natalia Silva likes to throw a lot of kicks and fight at that long kickboxing karate range, it's hard to deal with for some people. But if she has a background in karate and she knows how to sort of shake the rust off in the camp, I mean, makes for an interesting way to neutralize the threat.
Yeah,
spinning back fist.
Nice spinning back fist there by Rose. And guys, just to sync up, and again, for those of you that just joined the chat, we're going to try to have those timestamps on for the rounds so you can kind of lock in with where we are. We weren't able to figure that out this week, but we're going to give it our best shot to have it ready for you guys for next week's UFC 325.
For sure.
Yeah, this is not the fight that Natalia Silva needs to fight if she's going to win this fight. She's fighting way too far out. She needs to close the distance. She needs to stop walking in this very awkward movement that she's doing, get inside on Rose, body lock, and try to win this fight on the ground. I mean, this has been kind of a lackluster first round, but it's been Rose on the outside landing shots. And so, I mean, you've got to give this first round to Rose, even though there's not been all that much activity.
Yeah, she did way more work, and Natalia Silva just sort of did a lot of waiting and wasted a lot of energy, to be honest. She didn't have to do all that moving.
It's almost like jitters. It's almost like nerves, kind of, it seems like. I mean, I don't think that's what it is because she's number 2 in the world. She's been doing it for a while, but
you never know.
You never know. So Mike Yang said, if this gets boring, there's always boxing. Who's boxing tonight? We were so
Shakur?
Is
Shakur and Teofimo? Is that on right now?
Damn, that's a good boxing. Why would they do that?
Sure
I guess they just don't care. They just
boxing doing boxing, man.
I want to see that. I will go back and watch that. So Constantino's Acosta Lewis won't last to round 2. Yeah. I think that's a pretty safe bet, my friend. I'm not picking that one to get out of the first round, actually.
Oh dang! Who are these fighters?
It's a wrestling commercial there.
Eat that. Dang.
Oh,
this is
Murtaya versus Cruz is tonight. Shakur versus Tio is next weekend.
There's me. Everybody says I look like Seth Rollins.
Drop it in the chat if you guys think Nick looks like Seth Rollins. I didn't know wrestling, so I had to go look him up. But
the lovely lady at Kroger the other day told me I look like Seth Rollins, and then went and grabbed her friend from the back, and
just to show her.
just to show her and get her to agree, which she did agree. So we got some shout out to our WWE fans.
So Mike Yang says maybe a little bit. I think it's the side profile, Mike. He like 'cause the Seth Rollins thing. Because when we're talking, like we're facing each other.
Out,
yeah. But okay.
But I've had my hair long and my beard like this for way before since I knew who Seth Rollins was. So
I don't even think you're saying his name right. So just goes to show you don't know who he is.
That's right. Rolling with
you
the
didn't
punches.
jack his style. Joey says he definitely looks like him.
Okay, there we go. We're on to something.
So
I used to get when people would make a good joke on me, they'd say I look like the caveman from Geico. So that one
just not as handsome.
Just not quite as handsome. Yeah.
It's Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth freaking, that must be his tagline.
So Chael Sonnen tweets out round 1 for Rose. Yeah, I kind of agree with the bad guy there. Interesting, the poly market percentages that they just had up said that the majority, I mean, it's 53 to 47, but the majority of people think that Natalya is going to win this fight. I don't see how, if she doesn't close the distance, Rose is just going to pick her apart from the outside. But if you guys want to lock in where we are, we're 3 minutes and 34 seconds into the second round.
Beautiful head movement by Rose.
Yep.
Levels above Natalya as far as the stand-up goes. I mean, she's able to throw a big kick about every 20 seconds, but most of them are out of range. And when she throws them, when Rose comes in, beautiful delayed too. She sort of showed a level change feint, right? Had Natalya lower her hands, lower her guard a little bit, and then delayed the two and sort of threw an overhand. Beautiful. Looking forward again.
Natalya's trying to swing in the pocket now. I mean,
looking forward again, and then cleaned it up with a step off hook. Very nice by Rose. She's piecing things together. Beautiful.
This is interesting for Natalya because this is what she needs, but
this is what she wants.
You know, she's got Rose against the cage now looking for an inside leg trip. But, you know, the thing about Rose you can't discount is Rose is a great grappler.
Rose can grapple.
She's won a lot of fights by submission.
You see that? The activity in the scramble. Never just settle. You can always make the most of a situation when there's momentum involved. And these judo trips and all sorts of stuff, I mean, unless you're dealing with the highest level, there's always going to be a little extra momentum and a little space created. Rose obviously is making the most of this situation, but yeah, Natalya. Yeah,
she's got a body lock against the cage right now, but she's not really doing much. Yeah. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left in the round. She's got to do something here. She's got to secure a takedown and then get some ground control time, because otherwise this is, yeah, she may slightly be winning these minutes, but it's not enough to steal the round, in my opinion.
Certainly not.
Let's see here. Let me pop over to the Facebook real quick.
Just keep an eye out here real quick.
Okay.
Word.
You guys are going to get to see the third Barnhill brother behind me right now.
Shout out.
And now Rose gets the takedown. Chris is taking a short bathroom break, so if we have any glitches, we're just SOL until he gets back.
That's right.
Nick and I are just two babbling idiots. It's Chris is the real Barnhill brother.
You got that right.
But okay, so Rose is actually controlling Natalya Silva in the closed guard position. I mean,
let me guess, they think Natalya's winning.
This is not a I mean, if Polymarket comes back and says that she's going to win this fight, I'm beginning to lose my faith in the Polymarket picks. That was a nice takedown by Rose, and she's controlling. This is the problem with a lot of these Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighters, and people think I hate Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I don't. It's the martial art that got me started in this whole journey. But jiu-jitsu and MMA are two totally different things, and the closed guard from the bottom is just abysmal. You'd have to take a time machine back to 1993 for this to be effective.
And throw a gi on.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a guy wearing shoes and a boxing glove and another guy with a gi. Like, this is not good in 2026 MMA. Rose is too seasoned to get submitted from bottom position. Natalya is not doing any. So you see Rose there, Natalya's looking for the triangle. Rose gets both hands out very easily.
Elbows stay in tight.
Elbows are tight. Yeah.
And then rain down punches. Especially as you start to get sweaty.
You see how Rose is blocking any leg attacks there, swimming her hands in.
Yeah. Beautiful framework.
Chris is back, guys. Thankfully, we had no glitches. Okay.
Glitches,
Um,
bitches.
2-0 for Rose Namajunas. She's running away with this fight. What do you guys think?
So these are all your shows here, huh? Landman, Tulsa King.
Tulsa King, Lioness is a very underrated show. You don't hear as many people talk about it. Zoe Saldana,
Never heard of her.
awesome show.
Yeah.
You saw Avatar, right?
Whoa.
Way
a
back.
long time ago.
She's not young,
probably.
but she still looks good. She still looks damn good.
Okay.
But yeah, she's the star in that.
Speaking of which, we need to do the other women's Mount Rushmore. No, I'm kidding. Mackenzie Dern. No. Either way.
Pollyanna Viana.
Drop that. Drop that Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
down.
you guys.
Best looking women MMA fighters. Love to know.
Leave it to Nick for some mid fight entertainment.
Hey, they brought the girl. They ushered the girls out. Now we're talking about women's MMA. Just trying to do them a little. just trying to give them a little rub.
Speaking of
wow, packed house.
Yeah.
T-Mobile.
Yeah, T-Mobile is just packed out.
We're getting ready to start round 3 any second now. It looks like the refs squared them off, and we're off. Round 3, Namajunas versus Natalia Silva.
Here we go. So Natalia's fighting with some urgency this round. I mean, she needs to. She needs to get a finish here.
Yeah. Sort of similar to the last fight. Technical fighter fighting on the outside, clearly winning, and then one Brazilian coming in hot because he knows he needs to finish.
So Natalia's actually having some success here. You know, she's not so straight up and down like she was in the first round. She's not doing that weird movement as much. She's still doing it several. I say it, and there she goes again. Yeah. But she's closing the distance, which is very important. I mean, Rose, there's not many women's flyweights that can win a fight in the kickboxing range with Rose.
Yeah.
Because Rose is not, I mean, listen, she's as skilled as they come as far as striking goes for women, but she's not going to take any wild chances.
Beautiful.
She's gonna do what she does from the outside, and it's up to you to get inside on her.
She's very technical. Rose's feints are so high level. You see Rose on the feet is really able to stay in the pocket and find her shots. And then some of these setups, these feints are really high level, showing a clear skill difference on the feet, especially with the hands.
Natalia Silva would have, had a lot more success in this fight had she just kind of taken more chances and gone inside. I think that, being hesitant to close the distance is actually coming back to bite her because it just allows Rose to take the fight exactly where she wants it and keep it there.
Right. Right. Yeah. Natalia's basically letting Rose dictate the fight. And then she's seems to be
good
complacent.
Spinning body kick by Silva there though.
Yep. But the hands, I don't like what she's doing with all these herky-jerky movements because a lot of times there's two basic ways to manage your arms when you're fighting, right? You can either keep a high guard and keep your defense sound, or if you're one of these elusive fighters that can fight with their hands down, you whip punches from weird angles that they don't see coming. Low hanging hands that throw jabs that they don't see except for from their peripheral vision. Natalia Silva isn't really in any position with the way she's moving her legs or arms to throw anything with any sort of power. You see that? Those are two arm punches right there, right at the 2-minute and 23-second mark of the third round. She's just arm punching and one clean head kick right there. But she's relying too much on her kicks and then has nothing up top with the hands.
I'll be honest with you. Sometimes the commentary boggles my mind. I'm trying to listen as we're talking, and DC was going on a second ago, and I didn't hear everything he said, but I'm pretty sure he was talking about how dynamic and skillful Natalia Silva is, and all the tools she possesses in her toolbox. And it's like, I think we're watching two different fights here. Not to say that Silva doesn't have skills, but this has been.
No.
I mean, am I? Ooh! As soon as I say that, she lands just a massive step in push kick to the face.
Yeah, but it's sort of like. Yeah, you might have all these great techniques, but if they're not landing, except for, so far she's landed a good head kick and a good push kick to the head. Not a whole lot else. Maybe some knee stomps. It reminds me of the opposite of Dricus du Plessis, right? Dricus does everything seemingly wrong. So many people go, God, he looks like he can't fight at all. but what he's doing works really well. It's effective. You base somebody's skill level off of how effective they are, not off of how good in theory they are or how good it looks like they could be doing. Can't wait to see Drickus back in action, by the way.
Yeah, I am. I'm very excited for that as well.
185 was on fire at the end of 2025, and then it's sort of taken a little bit of a break. Everybody has. But
good inside leg trip by Natalia Silva there. She ended up on top, kind of in the half guard.
If this wins her the fight,
she's definitely won the third round.
Yeah.
You know, they're showing the significant strikes. There are 26 for Silva, 8 for Rose in this round.
25 seconds left on the clock.
I still have this, though.
Beautiful sweep.
29-28 for Rose.
Way to get back up. Beautiful by Rose. Kept that foot.
Let's see here. ZS3U1.
And we got
bunch of the same
decision.
comment. Thank you. And
fight is over. Rose Namajunas, Silva done. Let us know who you guys thought won that fight. I had it 2-1 Rose. She won the first two, lost the last one. But we don't know with the judging. What do you got?
2-1 Rose.
2-1 Rose.
Yeah, 1 and 2 were for Rose, and then the third was for Silva.
Word.
Constantinos, yeah, agreed. Rose definitely won. Joey Rose, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That last one was weird with the 30-27 for John Silva. I still can't get over that. So we had a lot of finishes on the prelims. So far, 2 decisions on the main card. Something tells me that's about to change.
Oh, yeah. We got H-Town's finest coming on.
I'm going to need to use the bathroom here in a minute. I might have to get Chris to
But
come cameo.
yeah, you better.
All right, y'all. Say hello to Chris. Be nice.
Nice to have enough brothers to just usher one out and usher another one in. He's been in here the whole time, y'all, but he's been working. So hopefully the TV angle isn't too bad over there.
Yeah, a little bit of glare, but nothing too bad. Just making sure we're still good.
How crazy is it to have fights finally after like 60 days?
Yeah.
Fights? It kind of sucks. All right, so they are announcing Bruce Buffer 29-28 unanimous decision. Natalia Silva? What is this? I didn't see it that way, guys. Let me know if you did. I thought Rose Namajunas won the first 2 rounds for sure. Chris, what'd you think?
I was paying attention to the stream through most of
Okay.
it, but that would have been great if Steven was still here to clip that because y'all were just saying that Rose was going to win.
The same thing that happened in this fight happened in the last fight.
Mhm.
Joe is now speaking with Natalia. So she's 20-5 now, got a good record, second longest win streak in the UFC's flyweight history at 8, only behind Valentina at 9. So yeah, I think Valentina's next for Natalia. Sucks for Rose. Another strange judging call, in my opinion.
Unfortunately, the chat has kicked you out. I'm taking over and you're doing the live stream now.
The voters rule.
You know what?
You have to do the editing now, Steven.
Fortunately, Chris
Thanks, y'all.
and Bo-
Back behind the cameras.
Yeah. Another shocking decision, Steven.
Yeah, this is weird, man. So I'm just trying to catch up to the chat here. Rose definitely won. Rose. Prelims were lit. WTF. Looks like at least one of the judges took Natalia's takedown as an opportunity to give it to her. Likely they were paid to. Mike Yang said predetermined. Yeah, that was Rose all day long.
Yeah. Hey, I
That
wanted
was-
to say something
yeah.
for everybody in the chat, guys. We appreciate you guys hanging out. If you find anything that looks like it would be a good moment, let's just say we have a great thing we get to talking about, drop it down in there. We're going to start a channel, not a channel, but a page for the Barnhill Brothers where we're also covering live stream clips. So be on the lookout for that. As always, we appreciate subscriptions, follows, likes, engagement of any kind. We're on all the platforms. Just come find us, and we appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys so much. And there's looks like just under 20 people in the chat here. We've had as many as 20.
Ooh, Mackenzie Dern
there.
Not mad at that.
And so if you're enjoying the content, if you're enjoying the live stream, shares and engagement really help out a lot. Throw a like on the video, drop a comment in the live chat or in the actual comment feed, and just share the URL with somebody, man. That's super helpful to us. We got 3 more fights on the card. Something tells me these 3 are going to be exciting for sure. This next one's going to be a banger. So Nick, I guess we should just go ahead and disclose the bias, right? I mean, we're Houston guys.
Oh, there we go.
Bob
Derek
Perez
Lewis
right there is your coach. Derek Lewis is a fellow
There's Chris
Main Street
Hernandez,
Muay Thai fighter.
The strength and conditioning coach from Main Street, Chris Hernandez. We call him Hollywood. Crew Bob Perez right there, the man behind Main Street. Him and Bobby Benton have been running that thing for years on the boxing side and on the MMA side. And
Bobby Benton, I mean, it's the funny thing about Main Street where you train is it's one of the few gyms where you have the top level MMA guys and the top level boxers.
Right.
Because Bob's got, Derek and, Yachty, the Cuban
Kevin
Holland. And then if you look at the boxing side, you have Oshaki Foster, Regis Prograis, there's been a couple
Austin
other
Trout.
ones. Yeah, Austin, no doubt, Trout, the BKFC champion. So, it's rare to see that. You normally have a really high level boxing gym or a really high level MMA gym, but not both. So that's very interesting. Good Muay Thai guys too.
Oh yeah, we got some great Muay Thai fighters. A lot of fighters on the rise. A lot of fighters coming into the UFC probably in the next year or so too. So yeah, as they come out, guys, we'll keep you guys in tune.
I'm gonna put a new poll up.
I want to be honest. I hate all commercials, but I will say having commercials, a little bit of break every now and again is better than what ESPN Plus did when it was just a blank screen that said ESPN Plus. I mean, I'm all for commercial breaks if you got to have them, but at least give us some commercials during them. They just showed Poirier kicking a printer. That's something.
Oh, well, we got a little break. We can ask what the merch, what people are wanting.
Huh?
The merch, see what people.
Yeah, guys. So they're kind of showing some stats here, talking about 325 next week. Volkanovski, Diego Lopez. We want to hear from you guys directly from the horse's mouth. What kind of merch would you guys like? We've been talking about it for a while. A lot of people have been asking for different things, from coffee mugs to hats to hoodies, even collared shirts and some golf shirts, if you will. You guys would be interested in. We've got the Barnhill logo. This is the neon, the OG logo, but we've got the Barnhill Brothers B. It stands out. I think it'd be a pretty cool piece. We definitely want to start wearing it, and we want to know what you guys would enjoy, what you guys would want to wear. Obviously, cold right now, about to get really cold tonight, as a matter of fact, but it's not always cold. So if T-shirts are more the move, or if golf shirts, collared shirts are more the move, let us know. Be honest. We're growing this thing with you guys, so we want to just give you guys exactly what you want. Make sure you like it.
Let's hit some of the comments before the next fight.
Let's
Mike
go.
Yang, thanks for that suggestion. That's out of the box. Martial arts training headband, like a GSP headband. That's cool.
There we
That's
go.
something you don't see. That nobody
Yeah.
really has that.
Yeah,
So we've got.
I like that. I think there's something there.
Mike Yang says you guys would get a lot of views with your Seth Rollins story. Maybe one day, who knows? Maybe we'll get big enough to. I don't know if Seth's an MMA fan. We could
I don't
get
know.
him on the show.
I'll meet him in his ring if he wants. I've never swung from the rafters or jumped off of a cage, but I'm willing to try anything.
Just tell the script writers to script you in as the winner. That's the beautiful thing about WWE.
Yeah, and as long as loser shaves their head inside the ring, I'm down with it.
Yeah.
But Seth, you know where to find me.
Have you guys ever
Derek
been
Lewis.
to the UK, Constantinos? As a matter of
Yes.
fact, we have.
We love
Yeah.
the UK. Haven't been in a few years,
It's been a while.
but oh shit. Here's Main Street right here. Sorry guys. I love London. I've always wanted to go around Manchester. I've wanted to go around to Liverpool,
and,
Paddy's stomping grounds. But I've only ever gone to London. I loved it there. Our dad at one point had a 3-bedroom flat in Soho. So that's where we would stay when we'd go out there. It was beautiful. Really a good time. I love being able to walk around. The city streets are tight and small, and
it's just different. It's totally different. But I love the UK. I'm a big fan. I'd like to go back.
How's everything out there now? You guys enjoying it? I mean, it must be colder than all hell, because it's about 20 degrees Fahrenheit here in South Texas. So I can only imagine what it's like up there.
Ooh, JD Jackson putting 500 on the Lewis knockout. You pick the round, and I'll split it with you. Round 1. Derek Lewis said he's knocking him out in the first exchange. If you're putting money on a Lewis knockout, the best you can do is go round 1.
And if you want to be safe, just go bet the under, right? Because this fight's not going to last.
Yeah, if you want safe, you go bet the under. I was probably under 1.5 or something like that. Constantino said, I love London, man. It's home. Is that where you live? Do you live in London? And then I've been to the States a couple times, but never Texas. You got to come check Texas out. You know,
it's the best.
It's awesome. We're not from here, actually. We're from Georgia. But we've been here almost maybe 8 or 9 years, and we love it here. It's definitely a great place.
Absolutely. Yeah.
JD's locked in. All right, y'all wish JD luck. He's got 500 bones.
Dude, let's go. And if y'all are
Derek Lewis first round KO. What is the payout on that, JD? Just interested.
And if anyone else is firing on tonight's card, let us know. Drop it in here. We'll be hyping it up, man. We want you guys to win.
That's strange hearing Americans say they like London. Yeah, it's just, it's different. And
one of my favorite restaurants over here, it's right down the road from my house, is a fantastic, authentic fish and chip spot. The people are all from, I can't remember what city they're from.
We'll ask them
maybe
next time
Sheffield or something like that. I don't remember, but awesome people. It's always a good time. The food's really good. I love fish and chips. But yeah, London is awesome. It's a great place. I just haven't been in a few years.
Maybe if this channel grows big enough, we'll be able to afford to come out there on a business trip.
Go out to the O2 Arena, lad.
Go
watch a Party the Party fight.
That's pretty good, man. That's actually a pretty good Scouser act. Constantinos would probably disagree, but yeah.
raise the belt above me, Ed. Take it back to Liverpool.
No, all joking aside, like I'm picking Justin, and my pick is not going to change. It would be cool to see Patty win the belt tonight.
It's the Paramount Patty era.
Paramount Patty.
This is Paramount Patty is coming out, and he's showing everybody that the new era has arrived.
Yeah.
And look, he might not be the cleanest striker. He does get hit, but yeah. I am convinced if Fiziev can get in those dominant positions that he was able to get into, Patty will be able to find those same spots, and he will not let some of those great opportunities go away. Yeah. Fiziev just doesn't have the ground game experience or skill that Patty has. So
I'm sorry, what am I watching here? Why am I watching a commercial of Forrest Griffin wax his chest? I caught the second half of that. I didn't see what that was.
I heard on the Fighter and the Kid Landman, they were talking about how Billy Bob Thornton has no ass whatsoever.
He does, dude. Those jeans just go straight down to the calves.
Oh, that was funny, man.
But he's a skinny fella.
Yeah,
that's a badass show, though.
Is it good?
You should watch it. Yeah, if you like Constantinos, you've never been to Texas. If you watch Landman, that'll give you a little Texas feel.
Okay. I got to start watching it.
No offense, Waldo KO is coming, guys. Listen, it may be. Like Nick and I said, we disclosed our bias. Like, we know Derek. Derek is a training,
good friend.
I wouldn't say training partner, because there's about 100 pounds in weight difference between the two of them. So Nick's not really doing rounds with Derek.
No, nobody is.
That very few people are. But so we know him.
Yeah,
we
he's
know
in there.
Bob,
He's in there
coach,
working.
like,
anytime he's got a fight booked, he's in there every morning training. So,
but let's give Waldo some credit and some respect. The guy's he's doing all the right things. I mean, he's got Tom Aspinall's attention with the eye poke, parody, and He's winning fights. He's young. He's powerful. He's exciting.
He looks athletic.
I think, I mean, if he does beat Derek, I'd like to see him go on a tear and do some good things. Just selfishly, with Derek being almost, or is Derek 40 yet? I think he just turned 40.
I think, yeah. I think
Either that or he's 39, but
we'll find out in a second.
We'll find out in a second. But this is kind of the last hurrah for Derek, and the reason I like this fight for Derek if he wins is that you have a lot of movement happening and there's not a lot of depth in the division. So you've got Alex Pereira likely coming up. You have John Jones, Cyril Gahn. Everybody's kind of circling around. Tom Aspinall, we don't know when he's going to be back. I don't know, that Derek's ever going to have another opportunity to get one of those big marquee fights like a Pereira. And I'm not even saying he would win that fight. That'd be an extremely hard fight, but boy, would that be exciting.
Absolutely.
Lewis versus Pereira, at heavyweight. So
great fight.
I just selfishly hope that Derek gets that opportunity. So I'm going to pick him. And also, I mean, the guy's the knockout king for a reason. And I think Waldo's been in there with good fighters, but he's never been fully tested. Constantinos, you are a gem, my friend. Thank you so much again for Chris, can you put that on the screen? I don't know how that.
I didn't see it. What is it?
Another donation.
Dude, thank you so much. Truly, thank you. We really appreciate it. We appreciate you hanging with us.
Let's see here.
This is awesome.
Let me see.
Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far, too. I know Joe Rogan, DC, and John Anik always have a lot of good stuff to say, but every now and again it is nice to get some fresh takes and just sort of have somebody to watch the fights with and chat a little shit.
All right. So
Taylor
Derek is 40.
40 years old, virtually identical on the tail of the tape. I mean, 78, 79 reach.
Derek's getting skinny, man. 263.5. He usually comes in at 266, kicking and screaming.
Yeah, and when I see him at the gym, he's probably like 290 before he starts cutting that weight.
Chris, I think the screen is frozen on my end. I don't know if you're seeing the same.
I'm not seeing a freeze on.
Okay.
Let's go, Derek.
Constantinos, now you guys are the real ones. This is the only MMA podcast I really watch. Not going to lie. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
The reality is we're not the biggest, and we're quite honestly maybe not the most informed or anything like that, but we both love this sport. We both train this sport. Nick more than I do. We have a passion for it, and I hope that shows. Yep. And we do appreciate all of y'all that come back and watch sincerely.
Yeah.
All right, announcing Derek Lewis right now. He's got the H-Town horns. And Constantinos, you did ask about where you should go. Yeah, come to Houston. We love Houston. Like
Houston's the best.
Austin, people go to San Antonio and Austin for tourist, reasons, but Houston's dope. Like Houston's really cool.
Don't worry about Dallas as much. Dallas doesn't have as much, especially for tourism. Austin's really fun, especially if you like live music. You like being out and about in a city that isn't too big to walk and whatnot. Houston is just a unique place, and there's all sorts of pockets for whatever it is you like. It's you'll find it here.
All right, so they're announcing Waldo now.
Salsa Boy is in the cage. Let's get him squared off.
All right, let's go. Let's get this chat pulled up. Okay, so I put 4 options, but I put 2 of them kind of by just to be silly. Lewis KO, Lewis decision, Waldo KO, Waldo decision. There is 0 people that picked either one of these big boys to win by decision.
Or
we got 57. I didn't even bother with that. We got 57% Waldo KO, 43% Lewis KO. Here we go.
Come on, Derek.
The fight just started. Let's see. Both guys in the center of the octagon.
No bulge is crazy.
Kind of taking it easy, feeling each other out a little bit. Derek Lewis throws a high body kick.
He likes to express a little athleticism in every fight.
He's got those pants hiked up like DC.
That's right. Unk status.
Those are coming off if he wins this fight.
Those are Unk status pants right there.
So Waldo's kind of, walking him down, sort of a shelled up boxing stance. Derek looks like he's clocking something big.
And neither of them are even concerned about the center of the octagon right now.
Yeah,
there's cage control is not on anybody's mind.
This is not even like neither one of them are circling and trying to get dominant cage position.
They are standing parallel to a to a fence, one of the 8 sides of the octagon.
Those pants look awfully tight on Derek.
Yeah, but he's getting his foot all the way up there.
He's getting. Derek is like, sneakily athletic with the high kicks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Waldo's pressuring. It's funny though. He's not. In any normal fight, he'd be pressuring, and the other fighter would just be circling. Derek's not, but neither one of them are doing the right thing. But it's kind of just checking out because neither one of them are, concerned by that whatsoever.
Dude, and obviously Waldo is a big guy, but there it looks like a bit of a size difference. Right here. Yeah. Look at Derek's legs. He's further away from the camera, and his legs are bigger still.
Both of these guys are looking for a big shot. They're standing in boxing range. They're in a range where both guys can hit each other, but neither one of them is throwing. They're both. Derek Lewis just switched stances, which we don't see all that often.
Dude, he looks built.
Is that something he's been working on at the gym? I've never seen Derek switch stance like that.
When you've got the power he's got in both hands, you can do it. And
1-2 from Derek there. We're 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in round 1. Sorry.
It's interesting because Derek is the guy that most people think they only have to watch out for a big punch. And then he comes out and starts jump kicking and he'll do a jump knee. He'll do all sorts of stuff just to make sure you're aware to block everything. And maybe it lowers your guard or gets your guard more active away from the target, which he's looking for, which is always the chin. Dude, I thought Waldo was willing to engage a bit. But,
Waldo. Yeah, Derek's made a couple of plays to step in, and Waldo's back. Waldo's working a nice jab. He's hit Derek a few times with a good stiff jab.
A couple times, yeah. Slower pace fight, kind of a traditional heavyweight pace. Derek's
doing the Alex Pereira walkout cadence. Throwing a little Muay Thai in there.
Getting that Muay Thai cadence going.
Derek throwing a big looping hook. It misses.
A little bit too slow, but I also, he doesn't want to overextend.
1-2 for Derek.
Yeah,
Waldo definitely respects the power. When Derek steps in, Waldo's circling. Yeah. Which is, in fairness, is probably what he needs to do. He's landing a good jab. He's a little bit faster.
Derek needs to throw one of the most effective combinations you can throw is the 1-2-3-2. And what Waldo's doing is he's pulling just out of range of the 1-2, and Derek is stopping the combination at the 2. If he continued with a 3 to close a little more distance with his legs, and then followed with a longer 2 at the end of it, he could potentially find that chin at the end of that combo.
Body kick from Lewis caught by Waldo. Waldo gets him down. Derek Lewis on the back.
Not really too concerned, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, but I don't think Derek is too concerned. I mean,
maybe looking for a breath down there too.
Taking a breather for a second from the guard position. Not a whole lot going on.
This is if he is taking a breather, he's just a veteran working the technique right there. Yeah. That's good movement.
I think he said he kicked somebody in the nuts one time because he needed to take a break.
Yeah, why wouldn't
I'm pretty sure he actually admitted that. I don't remember which fight it was, but that's a wild thing to admit on a podcast.
The fact that you can do it a couple times in a fight and not get a point taken away, I don't know why anybody would.
Anybody has to see, you might as well just gouge somebody's eye out.
Right.
Good kick by Derek there. Derek looking for that one.
Just out of range.
Just out of range. Waldo's circling out of range. So far, Derek's having a hard time finding that range. He's throwing big shots, but Waldo's circling well and working behind the jab when he is in range. But again, with the 10 seconds left in round 1, again with the Volkov fight, like Derek Lewis showed us that he can be losing a fight for 14 minutes and 50 seconds and absolutely put the lights out at any time. So,
yeah, and even guys, when they get more comfortable and confident in there against Derek, let's say they're up 12 minutes of a 15-minute fight, then they start to get a little bit more confident, lower their hands, and then they walk right into something. Obviously, he's got power.
Yeah. Likely a round for Salsa Boy there.
Yes.
Bob Perez, great advice as always.
Great technical advice.
Bob is such a G. If you guys don't know Bob Perez, I mean, you hear a lot about the
high level coach.
Yeah, the Whitmans and all the guys at ATT,
Henry Hoof,
but
Jackson Wink, everybody.
Man, put some respect on Bob Perez's name. Like Derek is his most famous fighter, and he doesn't get a lot of credit because Derek's not the most technical fighter. I mean, but he's got more knockouts than anybody in history. But Bob is one of the most beautiful technical teachers that I've ever come across.
And the same thing can be said for him with the techniques. You know, he didn't try to change the fighter that Derek was. Doesn't try to change who Kevin is. He caters his coaching around the fighter, and it seems to work out for him. This is
we got in the chat 1-0 Acosta. Yeah, I agree.
Agreed, totally.
The jab and the leg kicks did it for him. Derek is headhunting. Bob told Derek to not, go chasing with those shots. Don't be so looping. Don't let him fight the Acosta fight. Fight the Derek Lewis fight. Let him come to you and land those big shots and keep everything tight.
Yeah, he said Acosta wants a marathon, and we're looking for a sprint. So expect Derek to burst a little bit in this round, but he is clearly sweating a lot more than Waldo is. You can just see
Waldo. This is kind of a light outing for Waldo so far. He's really just working a jab and a leg kick, but that may win him the fight very well. I mean, if this fight ends in decision, I don't know what I'm gonna think.
I'm gonna go bananas.
Ooh, big shot by Derek there. Waldo
landed one. Waldo landed one as he came.
Ooh,
in.
big knee by Waldo.
He touched Derek a little bit.
Oh,
big shot landed by Derek.
They're swinging now. This is exactly what Derek needs.
So round 2, I can't believe. So did JD do 500?
JD, did you do round
one,
one or did you do just the KO? Let's see. They're in tight now. Let's see what happens. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in round number 2. Plenty. I don't know why, but I feel like the fight's going to end in this round.
Yeah, it does feel like it. Hopefully,
it feels like they're both looking for it now. The first round was kind of a dud, but this is
a feeling out process, if you will. Yeah, Derek's just having a hard time closing distance, and to be fair,
Acosta's jab is really good. Derek landed that one there, and Waldo landed
Waldo's
one of his
own. The thing is, Derek is landing, but every time he does, Acosta is landing something else of his own.
Somebody commented, Lewis, don't mess up my parlay.
Seriously.
Imagine Lewis and Atiba going to decision on the same night. Yeah, that's
talk about something.
Talk about something you wouldn't have expected. I wonder what the odds on that one would have been if you parlayed that. Let's see. Come on, Derek. Come on, let's see what happens here.
This thing.
He's in the range that Derek needs now. When Acosta's, he's making it exciting. The second round's been a lot more exciting than the first, but this is not. This is definitely a more dangerous proposition for Waldo than the first round was. The first round, he very squarely worked a jab and a leg kick and stayed out of range, and he wasn't in any real danger. This round, they're both throwing.
Intelligent range management right now. He's staying just out of range, and even though he is keeping an active jab, keeping something in Derek's face at all times, he is defensively paying attention. He's not just looking for his offense. He's looking for when Derek is going to throw something. And that's why he's been able to stay just a step ahead of Derek the whole time. He's willing to throw the jab out there, but he's not willing to fully commit to anything.
Big shot by Derek, but kind of looping. That was weird.
I
think Derek fell down for
down.
something. Yeah, he sat down. Oh, wow. Big shots from Waldo. Derek Lewis is shelled up. This may be it here. That's it. Something happened there. Something happened with Derek. He sat down. I don't think that was off of a shot. It looked like his leg or something. I'm interested to see and hear what happened there. I don't know exactly what happened, but he definitely sat down. I don't believe he was knocked down. And then Waldo did what he needed to do.
And then he ate some seriously big shots for the ground and pound in the sequence.
Wow.
Damn.
So Waldo,
tough loss for Derek.
What do you do with Waldo now?
Where's
Waldo going?
I believe Waldo is going to have to fight again because there's just too many people at the top of 265 heavyweight.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, so what?
He grabbed his leg. He grabbed his look. He tried to tell him to stop. No, DC's saying that the ground game's not. Derek didn't. He didn't sit down. It's the same
he wasn't trying to pull guard, DC.
What happened with Derek Lewis? What happened with Derek Lewis right there? That was a very light touch. That didn't drop Derek Lewis from the power of the shot. What happened was something to his leg. It's very similar to the Pantoja fight with Josh Van, right? Something happened. Did he?
Interesting.
me,
Chris
guys.
said John Silva slipped in the same spot earlier too. Not sure what happened there, but we'll find out. We'll hear. So let's take a look here at the chat. So you guys, mostly 56% of you got it right. Waldo by finish. Congrats to Waldo. Bummer for Derek. We'll see what happens. I still feel like, there's another fun fight or two for Derek left.
For
Took Gaethje, O'Malley, and Lewis on the money line. Yeah, that's a bummer. Lewis messed that up. Sorry about that, man. Good night. Are you signing off? Is that it? For you going to watch the other ones? JD Jackson says ACL. Yeah, I'm not really sure, buddy. I don't know what that was. We will see. Hopefully Derek gets a chance to talk. And then we have what is that? Sharif Hamida. Gaethje wins via leg kicks and strikes at 37 years old and sends Patty to walk to.
Well, everything I've expected to happen on 324 hasn't happened. So I'm thinking Justin Gaethje's going to go out there and steamroll Patty.
And Song Yadong's going to knock out Sean.
And Song Yadong is going to kill the Sugar Show for good. Damn it. All right. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, boys.
Come on over, Chris. This is so funny because Chris actually filled in for me when I got sick. I was like I wasn't sick for 6 weeks, but I had a cold that I strained my voice and got bad laryngitis. And so Chris filled in for me because I literally couldn't talk for like a month. It was the worst thing ever. Okay, Waldo's got the eye patch on, clearly a nod to make fun of Tom Aspinall. I'm trying to read what it says. Something Pirates. Okay. So Joe Rogan with Waldo now. Let's hear what he says. Joe Rogan saying it was a shutout of a fight. Asking if he thought it was surprised that it was easy.
No me quedé sorprendido porque ya venimos trabajando, ya conozco del luego que comencé mi carrera. He sido muy fan de él. Le agradezco por pelear conmigo esta noche y así yo demostrar mi
You know, Waldo was in the MLB.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So Waldo's saying he's grateful to share the octagon with Derek. He's somebody he's been following since the beginning of his career. He wanted to demonstrate his calmness and his patience. Well, he certainly did that. He really did good in the first round. And then obviously the second round, we saw what happened. Ooh, JD said donation for more Third Brother appearances. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
You're the best. JD is our brother-in-law. If you guys don't know, he's the bomb. He's the best brother-in-law that we have. We only have one sister, but if we had more, he'd still be the best. Who did he? So he called out Curtis Blades there. I actually like that. That's to me, that's a guy who understands that, where he stands in the landscape of the division. And while Joe Rogan's got the eye patch on,
Sidney Sweeney.
So you have likely Alex Pereira coming up. Cyril Gahn's probably going to fight him for the interim. We do believe that John's going to fight this year. Depending on Tom's surgeries and the return, we'll see when he comes back. So Waldo is aware of the fact that he probably needs to win some more fights, at least one more to get that title shot. So I think that, that was a good call out. Curtis Blades is a fight that he can win. I think that if he can keep that standing, that would very well favor him. So good things out of the 34-year-old Waldo Acosta-Cortez.
And my prediction video on him should be getting all sorts of comments.
Go to TikTok and hate on Nick's prediction.
Absolutely. Bring it.
Constantino says Almeida. Yeah, that's a good one too. God, it's so hard, right? Because Waldo's exciting. He's a good finisher. And if Almeida gets that, he does the same BS that he did with Derek and just what is going on with the Scream mask?
I don't know.
I saw them who is that?
Oh, they're promoting that new movie.
So they're promoting a Scream 7. You gonna watch that one, Nick?
No. I didn't see the first 6.
The 7th one's gonna
Yeah.
be the best one.
Yeah. Great TV shows like Landman can't get my attention, so I don't think a scary movie will. And see, this is the thing. They put on scary commercials and then don't let you skip the ad. Nobody wants to watch this.
All righty, guys. Co-main event.
Anybody in the chat fans of scary movies? Paramount Plus got them. Scream 7.
Scream 7.
Here's an idea. Why don't you move?
They got
Yeah.
the whole catalog. You can watch all 7.
Seriously. Oh,
So-
Sugar Shane.
Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Sugar Shane has entered the chat.
You know, the
18
funniest
three.
thing to me is that he's Sugar Sean O'Malley, right?
Right.
And everyone calls him Sugar Sean O'Malley except for Tim Welch. He calls him Sugar.
Sugar.
He refuses to say Sugar. And it's like, you would think of all people, his coach would actually say Sugar.
And he calls himself Sugar Shane,
Sugar
which I
Shane,
think
yeah.
is great because somebody did. I think it was Snoop Dogg or one of them. Somebody big and famous
Yeah.
called him Sugar Shane.
Sugar
and,
Shane.
And he, no, Sugar's great for the sport. I love when Sugar's winning because he's entertaining. Like even right now, when he's being a little bit quieter, he's not on social media. When he does promote things, he does a great job. He's always himself. He's authentic. I really hope Sean can get a win here.
I
You know,
wanna-
like Song Yadong. I think Uriah Faber's always been a great coach, but I really want to see Sugar get himself back in the winning column. Here's a movie I might check out. Melania. 20 Days. Must be like an autobiography, or not an autobiography, but a biography.
So, okay.
Biopic.
Interesting question I got for you guys. So, does a Sugar win get him a title shot over Umar's decision if Merab does not come back in a timely manner?
If Sean wins, he fights Peter Yan at the White House because it makes the most sense.
So, yeah, that'll be so. Mason says that'll be a good fight. Waldo and Blades, they'll probably get after it on the ground. Yeah, I mean, I think that one favors Curtis on the ground, and I think it definitely favors Waldo on the feet. So, who dictates where the fight takes place, I think, is the biggest thing for that. Constantino says Sean winning by decision. Soren, PX, all hail the queen. Constantino's literally all my picks been on point so far. Yeah, good job, man. You've been killing it tonight.
Let's go.
Sean Yan rematch at the White House makes perfect sense. I agree.
That's the
You know,
fight.
Merab does not need to do any fighting before he gets a title shot. But, you know, when you did so much heavy lifting in 2025, does he want to take some time and wait till third or fourth quarter of 2026 to come back? And if he does, then it only really comes down to Sean and Umar. And Umar had an opportunity. You know, Figgy looked terrible at the weigh-ins. He missed weight. Umar won that fight soundly, but I feel like with the Sean win over Peter, even though it was controversial, very controversial, the storyline is there. And the Song Yadong, if he can beat Song, especially if he can get a finish, I do think that they will jump Sean back into a title fight if Merab's not coming back immediately.
Even if Merab wants to, they will delay it because Sugar Sean has everything you need to be on the White House card, especially if he wins against Song Yadong. He beats Song Yadong, and you're now talking about the number one contender in the division with a win over the current champion, and he's American, and he's marketable. Everything says put him on the White House card. And I mean, honestly, we've only seen him fight one time. He got his hand raised, and a lot of people thought Peter won that fight. I thought it was very close, but Sean did a lot of damage, and he's a tough puzzle to solve. So 5 rounds would make for a different fight, but I do think if he beats
He almost said it there.
if he beats Dong, then he's probably going to go after it and try to beat Peter.
There you go. There's some Nick wisdom for you.
Broken
All
broken
right.
down for you
Queen
guys.
Melania, that is. Yeah, that looks like an interesting movie. Paramount's putting out some really good stuff, man. JD Jackson, if Dana likes it, or Dana likes money, it does. And we know Dana likes money. He likes to gamble it too.
I know JD's favorite fighter, John Jones, is probably going to be on the White House card.
For sure.
JD's favorite fighter got the Hall of Fame tonight.
Dominic Cruz, your
Dominic
favorite
Cruz.
fighter, Dominic Cruz, got inducted to the Hall of Fame tonight. JD, did you see that? Rankings don't matter like that nowadays. Let's be real. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's what was the guy's name?
That's why
Fakhretdinov. The
Yeah,
guy was
they
damn near
released him.
undefeated in
Yeah.
the UFC, and they released him. He's
Yeah.
just like, yeah. If that didn't tell you that they're prioritizing exciting fighters, I don't know what will.
and that's also going to tell you too. I believe, and I look, everybody in the chat, I want you guys to sound off on this. If really, regardless of what happens tonight in the main event, I believe there's a good chance Conor McGregor's next opponent is fighting tonight in the main event. If Justin Gaethje wins, I could see in this Paramount era, this entertainment era, them going directly for Conor McGregor going for a title shot against Justin Gaethje. And to be honest, they might like his odds in that because Justin's not going to shoot and take him down. Now, I know he doesn't deserve it, but they're okay with screwing Armin for another
Clearly,
for
yeah.
a little bit longer. And they also know they've only got 1 or 2 more McGregor fights left in the chamber. If they don't shoot them, then they might lose them. And Conor wants to compete. I believe he truly does think the venue matters more than anything, and he wants to be on that White House card. The Trump team, I think, invested like $30 million into something McGregor's doing that has to do with MMA. So all signs point to him getting on there. But if I could see them potentially, depending on what Topuria wants to do and how soon he can come back, I could see them making Gaethje versus Conor, even though that's ridiculous. Or I could see them making Topuria versus Gaethje and then also making Patty versus Conor.
See, here's the thing. Here's where I disagree. I don't think his next opponent is fighting on the main event tonight. I think his next opponent's fighting on the main event of 326 or
BMF?
327. It's going to be Oliveira or Max.
Oh, that's a good
The
call.
thing about it is they like that the BMF belt can be contested for at 170.
Right.
It's not weight class specific. It's person specific.
Right.
So if you bring Conor in, you want a marquee fight, you want to main event, which is also why he might not be on the White House card, because I don't think that you can main event Conor McGregor for a non-title or for a BMF title.
No, you might be right.
So what they're going
Yeah.
to do is it's going to be the winner of Charles and Max is going to fight Conor, and it's probably going to be at 170 because the weight class doesn't matter as far as the BMF is concerned. So
Those are good points.
I'm
And
going away from your prediction on this one. I think that's the next fight he's going to fight if he fights.
I think he fights, but I also think he does it at the White House. And I think Conor is a man that follows the sport, loves the sport, knows the sport, and he respects it. History shows the heavier the weight class, the more prestigious and the higher up on the card it goes. I don't think Conor McGregor would be play second fiddle to anybody besides John Jones, but I do think if there's a BMF title on the line, he'd be willing to play second fiddle and come out as co-main event, only behind John Jones and Pereira or John Jones and Aspinall.
Yeah. But, the White House card is going to do massive numbers.
Right.
A Conor card, apart from that, does massive numbers. Do you blow?
They don't need pay-per-view anymore. It's not pay-per-view
Well, that's true.
based.
Yeah, there's no pay-per-view model.
And that's the other interesting thing too, because we know his former contract had pay-per-view points included, and even though he's not a champion, because that's a rare thing that he was able to achieve. And he said that his contract is now void and has to be renewed under this new deal. So does he still have 2 fights? Does that part stay in the contract, or is he just saying that and it all does still work exactly the same as it used to? I mean, it can't really, because there's no pay-per-view. So I don't know how he's figuring it out, but I think they'll figure it out before June.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Drop your thoughts in the chat. Who do you agree with? Nick thinks he's going to fight one of the 2 guys fighting in tonight's main event, and I think he's going to fight the winner of Charles versus Max. Who do you guys? Do you agree with me, Nick, or you think it's going to be something different, or you think it's going to be Chandler?
No chance it's Chandler. Dana said no. Oh, he's walking out to Superstar again.
That's his song now.
Sure.
Yeah.
I kind of did like when he was walking out to 6'9", and of course when Jake Paul walked out to 6'9", I was always like, okay, I can't wait to see somebody knock out Jake Paul. When he walked out with 6'9", I was like, all right. I have never wanted somebody to shock the world as bad as I want Jake Paul to go in there with the most ragtag crew imaginable, with nobody believing in him, and him go out there and win. And it didn't
Literally
happen.
10 minutes after Johnny Dang walked out with the co-main event. It's like, what in the world is going on here?
Yeah, very interesting.
So Constantino's neither, not gonna lie. Interesting. So who do you think Conor well, I guess the better question is, do you think Conor's gonna fight again?
And also, I guess the other one you could add in there is a Nate Diaz trilogy.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
That's always something that they know does good numbers. People know Nate, people know Conor. Casuals don't care how recently they fought in the UFC, and there's nothing on the line. But again, that would not be a White House fight for sure. That would be its own pay-per-view or its own numbered event, not pay-per-view. And it would
it's going to take us a minute to stop saying pay-per-view.
Yeah. I'm colorblind.
So if he fights again, I'd reckon they'd bring back Diaz or Masvidal. Yeah, that's a good call too.
Masvidal.
Yeah, maybe Conor versus Jorge. But again, it's like, I feel like they want to try to rope a belt in
somehow
with Conor somehow, and it just makes no sense to do it undisputed. So, the BMF is your only other option.
Yeah.
And he has beaten Max before, so there's a storyline there.
Right.
Not saying that Max is going to beat Charles, but I guess if I'm leaning away, it's probably towards Max.
Because on the White House, it could be America's fighter. That could be the belt that they've got on the line.
Yeah, the American belt. It's like winning. It's like winning a regional title in boxing. It's like, I'm the American champ. Yeah. Did you guys believe it whenever he did that promo for his company doing well that he actually got a forehead tattoo?
I thought. I mean, it wouldn't. He's got forehead tattoos as it is, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Dead ass. I thought he got one, and when I saw it, the fake version, I was like, okay, I've never liked a forehead tattoo, and I don't like this one, but it may be the best forehead tattoo I've ever seen. It just said doing well, which is a great name for a company. It looks like they're selling all sorts of products, electrolytes, healthy stuff. And, he's very strictly tested. So I know he's taking deep consideration as to what's going on in his supplements. So I have a feeling I'm going to be looking into some doing well products, because I can only imagine
it's a supplement company.
Supplements and well-being, wellness, all that sort of stuff.
We got 20 people in the chat on YouTube. This is all. I think this is the highest for us tonight. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to jump into a few of these comments.
Sugar Sean
before
Pink Pants, he's in the
so
cage.
Who would John Jones fight on that card, the White House card? I think the most obvious is Alex Pereira. They just, maybe they move from the title altogether, and they just
it'll be vacant title. I think Tom Aspinall needs eye surgery again, and he's going to get 2 of those, not be ready. They're going to strip him. They're going to tell Cyril Gahn that, hey, we gave you an opportunity, you screwed it. Now we're going to move forward with a vacant undisputed title, John Jones versus Alex Pereira.
Yeah,
and just get that fight over with, because we need to see it.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the way that they would go, whether they do the stripping or not, and usually, because you can't do like John versus Cyril Gahn again. That's just nobody would get up for that.
We want to see, and they want to fight each other. Most of the time,
I think what they're going to do is make Alex versus Cyril Gahn, and if Poatan wins that, he's going to fight John on the White House lawn.
Yeah, but we're going to run out of time because March.
Yeah, they need to announce
March is already taken care of, and if they fight in April and go to war, then they're not going to be ready in mid-June.
Well, is it June or July? I thought they were doing a July 4th weekend.
June 14th.
June 4th. Okay. Yeah.
Or something in the teens.
Joey says, I'm eating a giant turkey leg as I watch this fight. Good deal, man. I love turkey legs.
That sounds great.
After all this KFC commercial, I'm going to have to run through the KFC drive-thru and get a famous bowl after this for all the KFC's got me with the adverts tonight.
Maybe a cheesy gordita.
Conor versus Holloway would be fireworks. I agree. I mean, I think to some degree it makes sense. O'Malley going to pick him apart. Yeah, I think that's kind of the consensus. Song needs to land either land big shots or he needs to grapple. Let's see here. If they do the Chandler fight, he might actually win. If he fights anyone else, he loses. He's been out too long. to fight a guy who's in his prime, Chandler is the way to make it actually a competitive fight. Yeah, I definitely think Mike Chandler is the most winnable for Conor. Conor's even when he fought Dustin Poirier and lost, Dustin said he still had pop on his shot. So, one thing we know about Conor is he can always land a big shot, but that's that's what they call the quote unquote puncher's chance. And that's not something that you really want to, throw money on because it's very unlikely. All right. So if you guys want to lock in with where we are.
Aljamain Sterling just tweeted, big one here. Co-main event. I got O'Malley. Let's go.
Did you see in the embeddeds that they kind of Sean saw him and he's like,
yeah, I did.
Let's get out of here.
That was funny because when I was at the PI, it's so crazy. You see so many people that you see if you watch the UFC, you see everywhere.
All right.
Every weekend.
So here we go, guys. If you want to lock in with where we are, I'll tell you exactly when the fight starts. Camera's on Sean right now. All right. Just time in 5 minutes.
We are underway.
Sean in the center of the cage. Song Yadong immediately with a leg kick.
450, 449, 448.
Sean's in kind of for a second there was in a bit of a wider stance than I've used to seeing him in.
Yeah. And remember, we always know Sean to be a really good starter. And he had an epic climb to the title, right? And all of his fights leading up to his title fights were 3-rounders, and he thrives in 3 rounds. He's always been great at sprinting. 5 rounds did change him a little bit. Now, he had success early. He ran into Merab, and we can't consider Sugar to be washed. A lot of people, they're throwing that word around when somebody loses 1 or 2 times. Look at Justin Gaethje, perfect example. Sugar is anything but washed. He is squarely in his prime. He is focused in. He understands now that he can lose, but it takes a very skilled opponent with a certain skill set to beat him. And I think it'll be cool to see him back in this 3-round atmosphere, controlling a sprint-paced fight.
So far, we're about 1 minute into the fight. Not a whole lot from either side. Some leg kicks from both guys. Sean has switched stance quite a bit, and he switches very fluidly. Song is the aggressor. It's crazy. Song actually switching stances a little bit here now too.
It's crazy how Sean can enter a flow state this early into a round, but it does look like he's already moving in such a rhythm where he's completely controlling the pace of the fight, engaging on his terms exclusively. I love that lead leg stomp kick that he's been doing. He seems to time that really well.
Good flurry there from Song. Nothing.
Beautiful
spinning kick to answer from Sean.
Right to the body. Oh.
They're throwing the same things at each other.
A perfect example. So many fighters do that, and it's a great tell. If you want somebody to throw something at you, throw it at them, and they will likely copy your move. That way you can counter them.
All right. Sean working out of Southpaw right now.
I'm colorblind. I can tell his pants are pink, but what color is his hair?
Green and red. That's why you can, because
I'm red, green, and colorblind.
Green and pink.
Good range management so far. He has that really good kick. He pushes to the body, but he sends it in almost a looping style. He sends it straight up, no telegraph. You can't really see him load the knee up and then push it. He doesn't really throw it like that. He sort of just tucks it right in there where your belly button is, mostly from the open stance. Really high level.
Good flurry there. So far, nobody's really run away with this round. Sean definitely looks crisper. He looks like he's controlling the pace of the fight. He's landed the cleaner shots, but nothing of real significance has landed yet. I mean, with 2 minutes left in the round, somebody could still grab this round.
You guys ever find yourself paying way more attention to one fighter than the other? Sometimes I have that issue, and it's hard to watch fights because it'll be almost distracting, and you will end up watching one person's technique, and you don't watch some of the other person's.
I try to, even with the last one where it was we're obviously cheering for Derek because of the same gym and everything.
Yeah,
I was actively doing that, and then I was like, okay, I need to watch what Waldo's doing as well. It's something that you have to kind of be mindful about, especially if you have a dog in the race,
Yeah. I wonder if O'Malley is ambidextrous, because he moves so well from both positions. You really can't tell what his natural stance is. I mean, I think he's a southpaw naturally, and he looks a little more natural in the southpaw stance, but he moves so well as an orthodox fighter as well.
So pretty close round so far, but I have it for Sean.
Beautiful angles. You see that he's setting traps.
Song's coming in and kind of getting hit with those long punches. He's not really. Sean's controlling the range here for sure.
Very good at using as much of the cage as he needs to, and doing something that a lot of people cannot do, which is control the fight from the outside of the cage. You know, octagon control is big, but a lot of people,
by Song Yadong there. That
beautiful,
Sean's
beautiful way to
reversing it well.
scramble.
Sean,
just keep moving. All right, he's solidified position.
I think
He's on
Sean
top.
made a bit of a mistake there. He looked for a guillotine there for a second, where he had a kind of a butterfly sweep.
Yeah,
He could have gotten out of that position. I don't think it swings the round, but I do think that was a bit of a mistake. It looked like he had an opportunity to get out with a quick scramble, and he,
well, and he was building frames with his legs, so I think he was trying to hold on to it more so he could control and get to a more neutral position. But it's one of those weird situations, right? You never want to hold on to a guillotine unless you've really gotten it. But sometimes you wind
don't tell Dustin Poirier that.
Yeah, true. Even though I still rate his as one of the best guillotines, even though he never finished anybody with a guillotine ever.
Who do you guys have in that? Who won the first round? I think Sean won at 10-9.
If the judges are seeing it how they've been seeing the other fights, that was a clean round for Dong.
Clean round for her. If that's the case.
Yeah.
The Natalia Silva one was interesting. That was a clear 2-1 for Rose to me, but
interesting's one word for it, man. It feels like a robbery.
Yeah.
It's
I think that one kind of did rival, or did kind of rise to the rival or robbery status. Yeah. 10-9 Sean, but it's close. So everybody in the chat has Sean.
Dude, Sean's a sniper, man. Yeah, see right here, he's trying to get some frames in, trying to use his legs so he can.
Okay. Starting round number 2 right now.
Let's go.
Ooh, good leg kick by Song Yadong. They kind of knocked Sean off balance for a second.
Hit him.
They kind of threw leg kicks at the same time, actually.
Yeah, perennial nerve.
Poly market, for what it's worth, 62% think Sean's going to win the fight.
Okay. Nice.
Beautiful
defense.
slip there. Song Yadong looking for a spinning back fist. Sean slipped just out of range. Looks like Sean's trying to bait Song Yadong in right now. Good hook to the head by Song Yadong.
Looked to rock Sugar just a little bit, maybe more balanced than anything. Good head movement. He made the same entrance and didn't make the same mistake.
Yeah, that's the thing about Sean. If you catch him with something, it's hard to catch him with it again. He just picked up on that read
and instantly went back to the well and tried to go for it again.
Sean feinting a little bit, looking for something.
Yeah. Very high level feints. And I do think the feints are what make the difference in Sugar's game for the most part. He has Song Yadong biting on a lot of the feints, but he's not doing anything after. This brings me to the mid combo feints. They're so much more effective. You go ahead and start establishing that jab and then throw the feint. They're much more inclined to freeze, and you've already started your momentum moving towards them, so you can get to your angle or get to your post and fire off your shots a little bit better. But when you feint, they immediately start to respond, and that they're as defensively sound as they need to be right before you start your combo.
Sean seems to be having a little bit of trouble getting in on Song Yadong and really landing his big shots. I mean, he's definitely winning. That was beautiful there, just a straight two.
Yeah.
But he's usually able to find the target on his opponents a little bit easier. It's credit to Song Yadong.
Yeah.
But the problem is Song's not really landing anything of huge significance either.
No, Song's staying bladed though.
Song just got Sean down again. He grabbed a leg kick and then used that to get the takedown. Some knees in the clinch there for Song. Still some time left to work here. So Song Yadong can steal this round if he can keep Sean on his back and even get him down to the ground.
Look at him already using some of those Peter Yan techniques we saw just last month in the title fight. Somebody's got your back and their grip. They're trying to drag you down and you can't break their grip. Sometimes maybe elbowing the forearm is the most effective thing you can do to get the grip to loosen a little bit. It looks like he studies the game, pays attention to the champion in their own division, and is taking a page out of his book.
That Peter Yan performance was, that was one of the most high level MMA performances when he took the belt from Arab that I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
So we're 2 minutes left in round 2, guys, just in case anybody was wondering. Yadong still got both hands under the butt now. Song Yadong gets the takedown. Sean's back to he's getting rubber, like pulling a rubber guard. And now he's back to full guard. See, I think Sean's making a mistake with the guard. I really do.
No, I don't think he could prevent getting taken down there, but you do have to try to scramble. And right now, what he needs to do is focus on getting up. Don't worry about rubber guard. Don't worry about trying to throw up submissions unless you're using them as a means to an end to get up. Just like
got up, but Song Yadong's right back on the single.
Our beautiful defense on the ground.
Good leg. Ooh, good leg kick to a hook by Song Yadong there.
Big connection. Maybe the biggest connection of the night for Song Yadong.
Torin Brown, what's up, man? Long time.
Let's go, brother. What's up?
Good to hear from you, man. How have you been?
How you enjoying the fights, man? 6 weeks off. We're back.
So, okay here. So Sean's switching stances. Now Sean's the aggressor. He's kind of taking the center of the octagon.
He needs to take control of this fight.
Yeah, this round is going in Song's direction. This
100%.
Yeah. This could very well come down to the third round.
Got that front leg all yadded up. I wonder what kind of tattoos he's got.
Has Song always had those? I don't remember him having that many tattoos.
Yeah, I think he
beautiful slip back too by Sean.
Beautiful pull counter. Yeah.
But Song Yadong is a very durable fighter. Sean's landing some pretty decent straights. It doesn't seem to have any visual effect on Song Yadong.
What was interesting to me is Uriah Faber said that he was confident that Song was way faster than Sugar. And I was just, if I was game planning for Sugar.
Who said that?
Uriah Faber, Song's coach. So what I was saying is, a lot of people, if you're game planning for O'Malley, there are ways to beat him, but speed is usually not the way. And I don't see much of a speed advantage, but the power is absolutely the advantage.
100%. Yeah.
And
this is going to come down to the third round.
He's fighting a good fight. This is a close fight.
This is 1-1. How do you guys have it? Is it 19-19 for y'all? I have it Sean round 1, Song Yadong round 2. Yep. The consensus is 1-1.
Let's go.
Bro, Sean got a lock in. Yeah, I agree. That was a good round for Song Yadong. He's got to stop with the playing guard. I mean, we talked about that in the Natalia Silva fight, but
what he's got to do is take charge on the feet. He's got to earn a little bit more respect from Song Yadong.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Max Holloway style stomps, teeps, and jabs, Tim Welch is saying. Nick's just checking the camera real quick, guys. All righty. Sean loses. This is over with. Yeah, I don't know if it's over, Torin, but like definitely the big star power, big fights. Like it's definitely tough to get back into that. O'Malley didn't do much in round 1. Round 1 wasn't a whole lot, but I think he did win the round. O'Malley needs a Hail Mary KO. I don't know about that, but he needs to win this round. That's for sure. I mean, a KO certainly wouldn't hurt.
If he wants to fight for a title on the White House lawn, he needs a KO.
Yeah, but it's kind of a competition between him and Umar, right? Unless Merab comes back earlier, which we kind of think is probably not going to happen. But I tell you what, he does need to pick up the pace here because the momentum is clearly shifting in Song's direction.
Yeah, he's looking to engage in these counters, but
Song's doing a good job of staying out of range as well.
Yeah, range management is there, but you do have to land some of these moments. Whenever you see him coming in, you do have to be you're a sniper. You got to make those shots count because you don't get a whole lot of opportunities.
Let's see here. So 1 minute in, 1 minute done in the third round. So far, not a whole lot. Still very much up for grabs. Good leg kick by Song Yadong, answered by a nice straight punch by Sean O'Malley and followed up again. Sean's landed a couple of good straight punches in that exchange there.
High-paced round to finish the fight, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, he's almost overthrowing those leg kicks or those body kicks. Beautiful.
Good straight again.
that's
Sean's finding the 2 now.
there it is. Stay in that open stance. Stay in that open stance. Walk him into the power, and keep doing the same thing. Add
Good.
on to the combination, right? Once that 2 starts landing, then follow it up. Maybe double up the power side. We saw success with that earlier in the card. I can't remember who it was. Double up the Arnold Allen, right? Yeah, doubling up the power side.
I don't know if y'all caught that, but O'Malley just slipped in that area too.
Really, same spot.
Something's going on there. So we're just under 3 minutes to go in round number 3. Still very much up for grabs because I have this 1-1. And I mean, nobody's really. Sean has landed a couple of nice straights. Song's landed a couple of good hooks. Very much anybody's round. And the judging's been weird tonight, so we'll have to see. Which you don't normally see in Vegas.
It's a close round. It's a close round for sure. Sean has landed more strikes, but Song with the top control, and some of the shots he's landed are the bigger shots of the fight. This is definitely going Song's way right now.
Song Yadong looking for a takedown. Too far out when he shot for it. Sean defended well. Sean's back in the orthodox stance.
Yeah. He's got to start throwing that too, though. I like him in the southpaw stance here.
A couple
I
of
think
good
he's
shots
having
by
more
Song
success
there.
in the open.
Good right hand again by Sean.
Nice feint, but you got to go after it.
Man, this is still anybody's fight with 1:42 left.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sean has landed the bigger shots this round, so if it is 1-1 like we expect, this could be a round for him, but who knows? This is a close round. If Song gets another takedown, it could be swayed in his favor.
Mm-hmm.
Good hooks by Song Yadong. John Anik saying O'Malley fighting a pretty clean round 3. I agree. I think Sean's winning this round.
He is. But it's a close round. You can't be comfortable in there.
Ooh,
beautiful head
big
movement.
spinning elbow attack that missed.
Are they going to throw down for the last 10 seconds? It
Let's
kind of feels like Song Yadong is bringing that energy.
Song looking for a takedown again with 45 seconds left. Sean defends and lands a nice 1-2. Beautiful knee up the middle by Sean.
Go. It's time to go.
This is going at the end of this round here. 38 seconds left. Let's see what happens. The pace has definitely increased.
The sugar show has got to continue.
We got a little blood on both guys.
Finish strong. Don't know how the judges are seeing it. Oh,
big shots in that exchange for both guys.
Another big one for Sugar.
Sean.
This is the thing.
Good
Sugar
spinning back kick by Song Yadong. 10 seconds left. Let's see what happens. 2 for Sean. Song Yadong doing the Max Holloway. Boom. Oh, wow. Good fight. Good fight. I think Sean won that third round. Sean wins the fight 29-28.
Close
what do you guys
fight,
think?
I think he won. I think he did just enough.
Drop it in the chat. Let me know who you guys think won that fight.
Boom.
Boom.
Great knee. Great connection.
Good fight. Yeah, I agree. It was a good fight.
Oh, we got Jack Doherty in the chat.
Really?
Where do you see that?
Oh.
Somebody said this chat is boring, or this live is boring. Oh, that might be on. Oh, that's on Kick. I'm sorry.
They say it on our Kick.
Yeah, somebody said this
Yeah.
was bad. Watch me at Jack Doherty, but it's not freaking him posting it.
Oh, maybe it's a bot.
Yeah, we had a bot earlier too from Kick.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, my phone's been dead for so long, it's turning back on.
I can't even see the kick. Let me see.
I've been twitching on Kick
I want
sometimes.
to say real quick, I think we're like 5 seconds before the live,
Okay.
if that makes sense, and if that is
Yeah.
helpful.
All right, guys. I think
Thank you.
I think that one was for Sean. Beautiful knee. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
let us know who y'all had in that one.
Round 1, Sean. Round 2, Song Yadong. Round 3, Sean.
Yes, close fight.
But with the judging today, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it seems there's something in the Las Vegas water tonight.
All right, let's see here. Got the Paramount desk there. They're showing. Getting ready to head down to Bruce.
With the newest member of the Hall of Fame, Mr. Dominic the Dominator Cruz.
J.D. Jackson's favorite fighter.
All time.
Let's see here. Okay, Bruce Buffer calling the decision now.
Sean is saying, I won this fight over and over again. All three judges scored this contest 29-28. Unanimous decision.
Sugar Sean 29-28.
Sugar Sean Yadong.
Yep.
Oh, thank you,
Thanks, Doc.
Shout out to Doc.
Bro, hate him. Yeah, JD is not a fan of Dominic Cruz, in case anybody didn't know. He does not. I guess there's a legend that everybody doesn't like, and that is Dominic Cruz for JD 100%.
Here we go.
Sean getting interviewed by Joe
Las
Rogan
Vegas,
right now.
what's up? Let's hear what he's got to say.
Peter Yan call out immediately. Yeah. Okay, so Sean giving respect to Merab, saying if that's what's next, I understand it. But Peter Yan has something I want. You want that rematch. I want that belt. Great call out. It's
well said.
Typical Sean, as you would expect.
So happy for Sean.
Sean is very happy to be back in the win column.
And you know what? Sean's happy, but everybody should be happy, dude. The sport, when you lose 3 fights in a row, it's really hard, and some people never come back from stuff like that. Sugar is too young to be leaving the sport or to be considered washed. Yeah. He's still up there. Safe to say, Sugar Sean is doing well.
Sugar Sean O'Malley, okay. Joe's asking Sean now if there was anything surprising about what happened in the fight.
Yeah, see, he said the same thing I was talking about. Uriah said he was way faster than Sugar. Sugar said I was expecting him to be faster, but he's not near as fast as I thought. So it threw things off a little bit.
Yeah,
interesting. Oh, he said, "Don't worry, I'm bringing my daughter in, but I'll make it quick because I'm as excited for the main event as you guys are." He wanted to bring his daughter.
He said in the build up to this that this was the first time that she actually came to a fight.
Right.
He used to tell her that the weigh-ins were the fight. They would bring her to the weigh-ins. And I told her that the weigh-ins were the fight.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah. And I'm glad to see he won in front of her, even though she looks still scared.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know what to think here.
Yeah, he's acting a little crazy right now. No, he's the man.
Joey says the Yan that beat Merab beats the Sean we saw tonight. Very hard to argue that.
100% I agree.
Yeah.
Styles make fights, but, Peter Yan is doing everything right.
I don't think anybody can beat Peter Yan, right? I don't think any bantamweight in history.
Steve Aoki.
Yeah. I don't think any bantamweight on any performance on any, maybe Cody No Love against Dominic Cruz, but still, I'm just trying to think of flawless bantamweight performances. That was about as flawless as
that's not Glover Teixeira. That's
Jared Leto.
He kind of looks like me too. Corey
Sandhagen.
The Mushroom Man. Remember him in his last
Kamaru Usman. Is he the next one fighting for the belt?
He said he's fighting for a belt. Yeah,
that's a little weird, but
I'd rather see the zestiest of all, Michael Morales, get Islam next. But
that'd be interesting.
All
righty, it's main event time, guys. Look at that.
This card flew by.
10:38 here in Central Time.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that
an hour early. That's nice,
dude. I don't stay up till 2 a.m. like I used to. I got a toddler that's gonna wake me up at 7 o'clock, regardless of what time I go to bed. So.
Yeah, and the post-fight press conference, you want to listen to that
exactly? Yeah.
So we can hear Dana say, "We'll talk about that on Tuesday."
Yeah. Maybe Polymarket has that bet. How many times does Dana White?
Did you
say
guys
Tuesday?
see Guru? Guru is like on, I think it was maybe Nelk's podcast. He was like, yeah, you listen to the post-fight press conference. It's never entertaining. He's always like, huh? What'd you say? Huh? Oh, we're going to talk about that on Tuesday. And it was actually, he sounded just like Dana when he did it. That guy looks like Obama behind Gaethje.
He does, doesn't he? All right.
American
O'Malley
flag
looked very
draped over.
tentative. Yeah, that I think Sean really just wanted to get back into the win column. Boring fight. I don't know if I'd go so far to say boring, but definitely not the most exciting fight, especially after the prelims that we had today.
And the standards that Sean has always set, because he's always in entertaining fights. That was a must-win situation. I get him playing a little more safe, a little more cautious in there.
Really good analogy there, Constantino's very important win, similar to Usman beating Buckley. Yeah, that's basically the exact same position that Sean was in.
Yeah.
Right? Like Usman was like, okay, he lost 3 in a row, but he stepped up last minute for Hamzat. Like he's, those other 2 were title fights.
Yep. Long range champ.
The one that he was winning handedly until he got smoked. And so, him getting back in the win column against Buckley was a big deal.
Big deal.
Big deal. That was very much that for Sean.
It's
Good.
Just that
good eye there.
170 is so deep,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to say. Michael Morales, it feels like the clear number one, with Rachmanov not being competitive last year.
Or Ian Gary.
And Ian Gary's there too. You seen that fight with Shavkat? I love
that he uses the Shavkat fight as like a reference point for why he's so good.
Yeah,
and it's
he's
like, I almost forgot that you lost that fight.
You lost that fight, and then it's like, wait, I took that guy to decision. It's like you can already tell he's gonna tell his grandkids that.
Like, how good are you as a fighter when like people literally the only person that you ever went to decision with literally brags about that.
Right. You seen that fight with Shavkat? How about when he touched Hamzat behind the stage? He grabbed his shoulder, and
Hamzat wasn't a fan of that.
No.
All right, here, Chris, since you're right there, come sit down. I'm gonna hit the bathroom before.
Okay, let me just check the line.
Yeah. I'll run the 1s and 2s. So they're showing Patty minus 225 to win. Let us know if you guys dropped a little coin on this one. This is a pretty good fight to bet on. A lot of people think Justin Gaethje is a live dog. I am one of those people. He's only gotten knocked out once. It was to Max Holloway. It was in the last second of the fight. People use the term washed way too much these days. I don't think Justin Gaethje's washed, but I do think, from what I've heard from Patty the Batty and his coach, his whole team, they're saying we're not going to war with Justin. We're going to beat him systematically. I think there's going to be a lot of range management early, chopping the leg, forcing Justin to press in, a bit of standing your ground. Patty the Batty's going to find himself in the clinch with Justin. Dangerous place, but because of Justin's fight style, he does stand pretty bladed. And when you're that bladed and you're getting the clinch, a guy who's quick and able to get to the back successfully, they're usually going to find their way there. I see Patty finding some sort of takedown from those situations. And once he gets on top of you, especially if he gets to the back, he is a problem. He gets that body triangle locked in very quickly. His ground and pound's devastating. Big for the division, seems to have a lot of power. And even though his striking isn't the most buttoned up, if he can get on top of you, he can generate a lot of force with ground and pound. So, Patty is a dangerous guy, and he might not look like the killer that we see every day in the UFC, that we think it's just like some, world beater that looks like Hamzat Chimaev or something. But Patty is as good as advertised, man. They're running a little B-roll highlight reels of both men. Everybody doing the Patty the Batty. Dana White was looking real thin back then. He's put on a little bit of pounds, but I think he's just lifting. That Onyx gym that they have up there in Colorado is pretty awesome. When Justin says last chapter, does that mean he's retiring tonight?
If he wins, I would imagine. Yeah.
What if he loses?
Nobody loses
I
on.
think if he wins, he keeps
Fights Topuria.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. Call Justin Gaethje when Khabib's dad dies. Call Justin Gaethje when Ilya goes through a divorce. There's only one man for the job when the guys are
Wanting to hurt
This
Yeah.
is a far shot, but he could retire, and then him and Poirier trilogy on the White House.
there you go.
They both have a win.
Poirier was just on Helwani saying he thinks about it all every day. He's like, I miss fighting so much.
He put up a subliminal post a couple of weeks or maybe a couple months ago about like a new beginning, and the address on the house was 170.
Oh,
But it said 170 like 2 or 3 times, so it was like it wasn't a coincidence.
Yeah.
You ready to come back in?
Yeah.
Cool.
Change into the God. Perfect in time for Liverpool's own. Party the body. I'm a Scouser. We don't get knocked out.
We will find out tonight. Again, another robbery freebie for Sean O'Malley. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about. I think the
that was
robbery was Natalia Silva
and Arnold Allen. I mean, that's 3 fights that very easily could have gone the other way.
Yeah, I don't think Arnold Allen was robbed. I think the 30-27 was a BS decision. Whoever scored it for that.
So top to bottom has this card delivered as Paramount's first card.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, it's because of the prelims. I mean,
Right.
the prelims were awesome. The main card is left a little bit to desire. I mean, there's only been one knockout, which was, Waldo versus Derek, which we kind of like. We knew that was going to happen, but we didn't know who was going to knock out who. But
here it comes.
Here we go. The Patty chants are
Patty
coming.
the baddie. I wonder if Michael Chandler is singing it because he kind of he made that famous in the cringe department. Look at all the. Did you hear that Patty the Baddie bought over 100 tickets for this and spent over $140,000?
It wouldn't surprise me.
The tickets strictly for Scouses
because they only get very few.
Bro, yeah.
You don't get any unless you're main eventing or like a big name, and like even at that, you're getting 5, 2, 3, depending on who you are,
and their nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Heads will roll. Has hit the speakers.
Heads will roll. I'm going to start a poll. Who wins the main?
Off with their heads. All right, guys. Has the Patty era officially begun? Are we about to see Patty take over, get a belt? This is very Conor McGregor-esque. People say his rise was similar to Conor McGregor's. He's similar in some ways as far as his star power and the ability to gain fans and get eyeballs on the sport. Conor McGregor also was not allowed to fight for an undisputed first. He did have to go for an interim title. This could be Conor McGregor's Chad Mendez, Patty the Baddie's version of that.
Yeah, that's an interesting analogy. I didn't think about that. Yeah, Conor did fight for that interim first. And in many ways, many, I mean, his easiest fight was his undisputed fight, actually. But, the interim was way more difficult. So,
he's got some serious bling on, Patty does. Liverpool.
We are sorry that it had to be Gaethje. I hear that. That's mad. Listen, I picked Justin to win this fight, and I'm not changing my decision. Nick picked Patty to win by submission. Look at that chain he's got on.
Yeah, serious bling.
But I am not going to be upset if Patty the Baddie wins this fight. Justin Gaethje,
this is the Paramount.
Will go down in history as one of everybody's favorite fighters. That's a given.
Yeah.
Patty Pimblett has a chance here tonight to do something amazing, and I wouldn't mind seeing it. I really would not mind it, even though I'm not picking him to win.
He's asking the crowd, "Where's your head at?" They're going to be looking for Justin's head.
So he bought 100 tickets only for Scousers.
Yes, and he spent $140,000 on it live.
That's crazy. I love that he did that. He's Patty. One of those things about Patty is he's definitely a man of the people.
So if something breaks out tonight, best believe there's about 120 Scousers in there ready to absolutely. And apparently they don't get knocked out. It'll be like when Dylan Dennis got beat up at MSG by what Dana White said, the entire Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah,
this is the entire Scouser Brotherhood in full force here at T-Mobile.
How much do you reckon Patty makes for this fight? Oof. a lot. The thing about Patty is he makes a lot of money outside of the UFC too, because he's got a massive social media. I don't know who that sponsor was on the chain, but somebody clearly sponsored.
Yeah.
Like I think Patty does extremely well. I don't know that his contract is elite level yet, just because he's, you know, relatively newer to the organization. If he wins this fight, his next contract renewal will be massive. He'll be one of the most highly paid people in the UFC.
Right, but 7 fights ago he was making 12 and 12.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah.
And like Derek Lewis, with all the knockouts he has, you know, he's the highest paid guy on tonight's card.
100%.
Sugar probably being second most.
Yeah.
And then Patty, the fact that he's never had the belt, he never was a part of pay-per-view points. I mean, they're getting a bargain deal with Patty Pimblett right now, because I doubt he's making more than $1 million guaranteed out just for the pay.
Yeah, I don't think he's making that. I don't think he's making $1 million guaranteed.
But the Under Armour clothing and the, you know, his merchandise and stuff, he is in Barstool Sports. He is definitely bringing.
Dude, I'm just thinking about it. Like you just said, he bought 100 tickets for $140,000.
Yeah, a lot, something like that.
That's it. That's an average of $1,400 a ticket.
Or maybe it was 200 tickets. But
that's so
still,
absurdly
the number
high.
is 140,000 that he spent.
The best walkout song in the game right now, 100%.
Yeah, the best walkout is Alex Pereira, but I don't know his song. It's just too.
He doesn't need a song.
It's
and honestly, it would be cooler if he didn't have a song.
It's indigenous Brazilian, you know, tribal music. But the "Where's Your Head At?" I loved when he was in Cage Warriors and he would just sprint while that song was going, and people were just going crazy. He really did have a grasp on the Cage Warriors fan base from early on. And it's also cool that he turned down the UFC 2 times, when at 21 and at 23 years old.
What song is Justin walking out to?
Oh, he's walking out to Garth Brooks.
Standing Outside the Fire. What
great
You know,
song.
I have always said that song would be a great fight walkout song.
You have, yeah. I know you have.
Well, the lyrics of it, you know, tell the story of somebody who's a fighter.
Right.
You can play it safe, but you just can't abide standing outside the fire. That's Justin Gaethje. That's Justin the Highlight Gaethje, if there ever was a song for him.
Justin finds the fire and he jumps right in.
Yeah. Armin's song is by far. Well, what does Armin walk out to? I can't remember.
Look at Trevor. Look at Trevor. Trevor. I love
Trevor Whitman's such a G.
He's a G.
Yeah.
He's a real G. I hear a lot of people say good things about Onyx gear. I'd love to try some. I haven't ever had
Send
any,
some our way, Trevor.
If you want to send some, I'll give you a full 5-star review. Don't you worry. Yelp. That Garth Brooks hitting the speakers is pretty awesome.
It's
How
some
can you
ancient
not want the
Armenian war song,
American
proper badass. Yeah, I need to listen to that. I have not memorized that one.
Nothing ever will feel the same as Foggy Dew hitting the speaker when
and
Conor
then the
McGregor.
Notorious B.I.G.
I mean that trumps all of it, and it was the most fitting song ever.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I just saw a Zuffa hoodie. I had to look up. I was like, what is Zuffa? Because I couldn't understand it. It's an Italian word for scuffle, fight, brawl. It's basically a synonym for getting in a scrap. I think it's a great name. Zuffa Boxing is Dana's newest baby. And I really think he should kind of let people know that Zuffa means something. It kind of just sounds like it might stand for something, maybe too long of a name for a business. But no, Zuffa. Apparently, shout out all the Italians. If y'all know that, if that's a word y'all say, my opinion is that Dana needs to make that a saying in America. If we can start saying, oh, we got into a little Zuffa last night at the bar, I think then Zuffa Boxing will make more sense for the people out there.
Quit trying to make fetch work, bro.
I know, right? We're trying to help Dana out, because Zuffa just it doesn't ring like it should, but now that I know the meaning, it has the potential to ring.
Let's see here. Okay, nobody interesting here. Nobody is picking decision in this. So our chat, we've got 57% Patty by finish and 43% Justin by finish, which is funny because I actually picked Justin by decision. So I'm the lone wolf here. All right, guys, here we go. Interim title. I'm happy to see Ilya in an interview too say, I'm going to come back soon and I'm going to fight he was very clear. I'm going to fight the winner of Patty and Gaethje.
Right.
Like, it sucks for Arman. I think Arman should get an opportunity, but it is what it is. I'm just glad that Ilya is like, I'm coming back and this is who I'm fighting. Like, there's no more guessing. We can kind of expect, if we take Ilya at his word, that he's going to fight the winner of this fight.
Whenever the time comes for Patty to fight Ilya, we need to run back the old school press tour and put those guys in Spain, put them in Liverpool, bring them to Vegas.
Yeah.
Let them do press conferences.
That's a 3-city press conference.
Blah, blah. Never understand anything you say. Blah, 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 blah,
So
blah.
who are you guys rooting for? I'm going Gaethje. Man, I mean, Justin Gaethje is one of my favorite fighters. How could he not be anybody's favorite fighter? But he's not done, but he's almost done. Patty is, a new, exciting breath of fresh air in the division. 155 has had the same faces at the top for like 4 years now. I wouldn't hate seeing somebody else break through. I mean, I like Patty. I think he's, from what I've seen of him in his content, he seems to be genuinely a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Loved what he did with the boxing, with the young man that has Down syndrome. And, he really cares about the people of Liverpool. So I don't know, man. This is one of those ones where I'm not going to be, I'm going to be happy and unhappy regardless of the outcome. Like, I'm going to be happy for one guy and bummed for the other, regardless of the way this goes. I don't know. How do you feel about it, Nick?
I love Patty for the sport. I think Justin Gaethje, this fight means a lot to him, but this does not get him any closer to his true, real goal, which was always undisputed gold in the UFC.
Well, it gets him a shot at it.
He already has an interim belt. Yeah. And I think he's expecting Patty to go to war with him. I don't think Patty's crazy enough. I think he can pretend to be crazy enough, but I think he's sly like a fox. I think he's going to systematically break Justin down and show levels on the ground primarily. But we've seen Justin in there with the best on the ground. We've seen him with the best on the feet. He is always able to come out on top. So if Patty beats him, I don't want to hear anybody say Justin's washed, Justin can't fight. Justin has been in nothing but title fights for years.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. If Patty wins this fight and you don't give Patty the credit he deserves, you just don't like Patty.
Right.
And that's okay. I mean, if you don't like a fighter, but like, just say, hey,
not a fan.
Bias here. I don't like the guy, but like, if he wins this fight, he's top class.
Yeah.
Patty going to save Gaethje from more CTE by Ilya? Yeah, likely.
Yeah.
If he wins this fight, that is very likely the outcome that he would suffer at the hands of Ilya Topuria. I'm curious. Do you guys think Patty has a chance against Ilya? Very, very curious to know that. All right. Bruce Buffer is announcing Justin Gaethje right now.
The weird thing on this one is, which the odds kind of reflect this, and I want to know what y'all think about it. Patty the Batty was always the underdog in all of his fights. Now he's the favorite. So is that hype, or is that people finally recognizing?
I think it's the odds makers recognizing. But here's the thing about favorites and underdogs. Justin Gaethje 7-3 as a dog. Yeah. Justin Gaethje has been a dog damn near his whole career, which is crazy because he's been at the top for his whole career.
But he's only fighting.
But he's always an underdog.
Always fighting the hardest people.
So Constantino said 5% chance he beats Ilya, and Joey says we'll have to see how he looks here tonight. Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
What is that on Justin's neck? It's gotten smaller, but thing looked like a boil.
He said it was an ingrown hair. It looks kind of like, at first people were saying it looked like staph, MRSA, something like that, some sort of gym infection.
It actually looks like an ingrown hair.
But it does look more like something filled with pus and not as much of an infection.
All right, guys, here we go.
I don't know what it is, but it does kind of have that
it's gotten smaller fight week, thankfully. Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Just started the fight. If you want to lock in with where we are.
They tap gloves. 4 minutes 54, 4 minutes 53.
Tap gloves. Patty working out a southpaw, working an inside leg kick.
Start.
Justin's the aggressor here. Patty's up against the cage, moving. Patty looks so much bigger than Justin.
It's crazy how
2 that lands to the side of the face for Patty.
Patty blows up about 50 pounds when he's not fighting, but he's shredded when he does come down.
Yeah, it's one of those. I've never seen anybody do a weight swing like Patty Pim, but Patty's working a nice inside leg kick here.
Yeah, he
got his head a little high.
Trademark chin high. He's throwing some big shots at Justin early, but he is leaving himself open.
Justin just threw some leather there with that too.
Yeah.
Good jab to the body by Justin Gaethje.
Yeah. Patty's landing. I don't think he's the most technical striker, but I do think there is some power behind those shots.
Oh, for sure there is. Do you think Patty can win a stand-up fight here?
I do.
Or do you think he needs?
I do.
Good knee by Patty.
I think Patty is
big shots from both men.
Patty believes in the fact that he has a chin on him, and he's willing to. Part of being able to hit your opponent is being close enough where he can hit you.
Justin Gaethje with a knockdown.
Patty lands.
Oh man,
Patty's on his back.
Patty's on his back. Patty build back up to see big shots by Justin.
Justin's in total control. Ground and pound from the basically top position
here.
Looking for a submission.
Justin's looking for a like a guillotine.
Can you imagine Justin Gaethje getting a submission?
He's got one in his entire career, and I don't think it was in the UFC.
Against a guy who is known as a submission ace.
Yeah. Wow, look at this. Justin hurt Patty. Very smart move on Justin's part. Allow Patty to stand up. Justin just tagged him there. Patty, big uppercut by Patty. He answered back well.
We knew this was going to be wild as long as it lasted, but it looks like it might not last very long, folks.
This thing might not get out of the first round.
Patty is trapped against the cage. Justin's bringing pressure, throwing shots from weird angles, and seemingly landing almost all of them.
Patty's got to cut angles here. He's getting roped against the cage too easily.
He's standing like a wounded dog. He's trapped in a corner. He's now falling off of his own calf kick. Did Justin? I think
Justin checked it. Yeah.
Okay. Big shot, big jab from Patty.
Ooh!
Big uppercut from Patty. Patty the Batty.
Ooh, good shot. Both men have landed some big shots.
Justin, Patty needs to dial that 2 in. He's throwing the 2 all wrong. He can really send it down the pipe, and Justin's there to be hit by it. Good kick to the body. Justin's chunking leather right now. He took the back.
Look at Justin wrestling.
Yeah. I think people forget, and sometimes Justin has to come out and remind you. I do have some wrestling.
It's like I can wrestle. I just hate to do it. I like to inflict pain and take damage.
I like to be everybody's favorite fighter.
Yeah. Okay, big switch. See, this is the problem with Patty striking right now. He's a little bit too looping, and Justin is tight, which is what we mentioned in the breakdown is in that close boxing range, a tight shot gets there much quicker than a looping shot. And that's where Justin was able to knock him down here just a second ago.
Yeah. And Patty is telegraphing his punches, but his punches are coming from his stomach.
28 significant strikes for Gaethje so far and 23 for Patty.
Nice calf kick. Patty's looking for that uppercut. Good head movement, but he is walking himself.
Ooh. Hold on. Eye poke here.
Poked in the eye.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
His eye looks fine, though.
Okay. Patty's saying he's okay.
Bang.
Oof,
Caught him flush in the eye. Looked like ring finger.
He needs to put on some of those Onyx gloves.
Yeah.
They really got to do something about that, man. Can you imagine if the first fight on the Paramount era ended in the way that Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane ended?
A gang of decisions and then an eye
poke. And then an eye poke. No, it's not. We're not out of the weeds yet. They got the doctor in there now.
Yeah, but Patty's eye was all the way open, so I think he should be okay.
Let's hear what Patty's saying.
Just poke me in the eye. I'm good.
Patty's saying he's good, yeah. Joey said, when you fight Gaethje, you have no choice but to go to war. Boy, is that ever true.
That's true. Yeah, he said he wanted to take it systematically, but Justin is not allowed.
Okay, Mark Goddard saying one more of those and we're taking a point. Don't know how much points are going to matter in this one. This one seems like it's going to be wrapped up here.
Somebody is going to get finished. Patty's landing some shots. I don't think he's winning the round, but he's landing some serious shots.
Nice head kick. See, Justin dips down into that head kick sometimes.
We were talking about that in the breakdown, how he does dip down a little bit, and Patty throws some fast head kicks. Oh, man,
big shot by Justin Gaethje.
Oh,
they're both landing.
Both guys are looking to get.
Goodness gracious.
Round one is full of action.
Whoa.
We got Patty trapped against the cage, looking to have more success.
Watch for the guard pull. Patty will do that here.
Yeah.
Now, there's not enough space behind him to create the space needed, but
he's too jammed up. 10 seconds left in the round.
Ooh, spinning elbow attack by Patty, but Justin easily saw that coming.
Entirely too slow.
Yeah,
entirely too slow.
Round one is pretty much over.
The technique
that was a weird little deal there. Okay, wow. Round one, Nick.
Close round.
Justin Gaethje. I mean, he got the knockdown.
Justin Gaethje got that round.
1-0 for Justin Gaethje. What do you guys think?
Got to. But Patty seems to have recovered from the drop. And, of course, he'll be a little bit gassed going into round two. But I think mentally he's back to normal. Trevor Whitman saying, don't get wild. Take sure shots.
That's really sharp advice from Trevor Whitman.
Don't get wild. That's what Patty needs.
So
only get wild when you need to, and your position can't be compromised.
Justin is so good defensively in boxing range, and I said that in the what is this thing that keeps coming up in the chat here?
We're getting spams in the chat.
Spams in the chat. Plotty the botty, down around.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
All right.
Okay. Start of round two right now.
Justin's right back on the pressure. Patty's right back on moving backwards. But this round looks like he might be trying to stand his ground a little bit more.
Yeah, Patty's gonna really benefit from trying to stay in the center of the octagon here. A close range against the cage. Justin's just landing the bigger shots. Beautiful check hook by Justin Gaethje as Patty comes inside.
He's just picking him off. He's just picking him off every time he comes in.
It's the short shot versus the looping shot. Yeah. It's Justin Gaethje is so tight. Trevor Whitman's advice was perfect.
Patty the Batty's speed is going to be a big issue if he ever fights Ilia Topuria.
Patty can't beat Ilia Topuria fighting like this.
No.
That shot that he absorbed from Justin would have probably knocked him out.
And Ilia in these positions, he's getting to the back.
Yeah, he's brutal.
He is. Ilia's grappling hasn't even been on display since he's been in the UFC. But when it does come, he's going to show some levels.
Yeah.
All right. No. Not the best attacks coming from Patty the Batty. No defense. I'm really concerned with the lack of head movement, the lack of a guard, it's just not optimal with somebody who can land on the target like Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, and even Patty.
He hurt his foot somehow, maybe. But still,
a couple of big body kicks for Patty, but it looks like one of them may have landed on the elbow or something. Beautiful short hook by Justin Gaethje.
Absolutely chunk the leg.
Man, there's been some exchange. Oh, big knee by Patty up the middle.
Big knee. All right, Justin doesn't seem to be phased, though. Looks like he's still dealing pressure.
Good
beautiful uppercut by Patty.
Whoa.
Followed up by a 2-3.
By Justin. What a fight, man.
Flush 2-3. All right. A lackadaisical main card. I mean, at least it's getting this as the main event. This is a serious fight right here.
This is a big boy main event.
And we had to know it, right? 14 fight bonuses in 14 fights for Justin Gaethje. Patty's never been in a boring fight. Wins them all. These
man,
guys
he could land that uppercut on Justin if he didn't make it so telegraphed and looping.
He's landed a few of the slow ones. Yeah. Patty looks like he's getting a little bit tired. 51 shots to the head landed for Gaethje, only 30 for Pimblett. Now he does have an advantage in the kicks on the legs and body, but beautiful. That's trademark Justin Gaethje.
Patty's having success with that stance switch uppercut. He's a quick stance switch and then an uppercut.
Yeah.
But so far, the biggest shots have been like nice hook there by
Big-
Justin
big shot.
Gaethje.
Yeah. I guess Scousers really do have some chins on them. Huh?
You ain't kidding, bro. My goodness.
This guy's been rocked already in this fight. Patty can take a shot, man. All right, dude. Justin Gaethje
With the front
snap
snap downs, yeah. who had that on their bingo
Where was
card
this
tonight?
in his whole entire UFC
Justin
career?
Gaethje's gonna wrestle tonight.
And look, dirty boxing from this position. I like that. Kill a little bit of time here, man. This is a great way to win this round. Steal another round. If you keep him here until there's about 40 seconds left,
Justin's a vet, man. He's a real vet.
then move around a little bit, stay evasive. You've done enough this round to win it. It's Patty's job to get up from this position. It's not Justin's to advance.
And in a close, I mean, the
with-
first round was
he
more pronounced as far for is a round for Justin than this is, but now this is winning Justin the round.
Justin is landing shots and in the dominant.
Oh,
position.
what was that?
He just dropped Patty big time. He landed something big, but he walks right back into something. And Patty's always, as soon as Patty gets hurt, he always throws something.
He always
big.
answers. You got to
It's
respect that.
Generally something up the middle, either an uppercut or a knee. But he's finding some success. But Justin is moving his head well. He really does need. He dropped Patty.
Big
again.
shot by Justin. Drop Patty again.
All right. Scousers might not get knocked out, but somebody needs to step in if this continues any longer.
Yeah, he might not get knocked
Patty
out, but he
is
may
getting-
get finished.
And even if you don't get knocked out, you can still get concussed. And
Oh, there's
Patty
definitely
has-
some concussion. Oh,
Patty's had about 4 concussions this fight. I can tell you that.
wow.
Patty is just getting manhandled by Justin Gaethje right now. Who thought the 37-year-old
I'm
couldn't
telling you, man.
stick around? I did.
You should have picked Justin like I did.
I can't wait to see the comments on all of the picks.
Whoa,
Justin
big
with
knees.
Dan Henderson style jump elbows right on a grounded opponent. Beautiful.
Oh,
Somehow Patty makes it out of the round.
Patty's out of it.
Battered, beaten, but he's not out. Yeah, if he hits the Cam Smotherman on the way to the corner, they're going to call the spike.
Patty's a tough SOB, man. You got to give it to
I'm
him.
gonna knock you out my damn self if you even touch Floyd. Who remembers that, y'all? Quick, bad lip reading. It was the ref in between Conor and Floyd. It was an old video, but it was the ref basically explaining the rules to Conor McGregor. So funny because he was just like, and if you even touch Floyd, I'm gonna knock you out my damn self. It's a great video. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Yeah,
But
Joey, I totally
back to
agree
the
with
fight.
you. Respect to Patty. Gaethje's welcoming him to the big boy club. Yeah, that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Another
another eye poke.
Barely.
Oh shit! Did that open up the cut? Oh man,
That's not hardly an eye poke though. That's his hand was closed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's the
What
thing,
am I
like,
supposed
yeah.
to do with the thumb right here? Are we supposed to tuck it?
and the gloves. You can't really make a full fist
You
with the
can't.
gloves like you.
Yeah, it compromised his right eye, but there's nothing you can do. Joe Rogan saying
It wasn't a
and they should've-
straightforward eye poke. It was a closed fist.
and it was his thumb. So that happens all the time.
Justin, I think, is going to finish him in this round.
Yeah, Patty looks wounded. He does not look like he was able to recover in the 60 seconds they gave him in the corner. Eye is torn up, legs are shot. It looks like he's stuck in the mud. Again, no head movement, no guard. These are two very big.
We're seeing
problems.
I like Patty, but we're seeing some glaring problems for him as he enters the top of the heap.
Yeah, I mean,
Arman, Ilya, he's not ready for that yet based on this performance.
yeah, no. Arman Sarukian would get all if Justin Gaethje is able to find some good wrestling. Arman Sarukian, I mean, how ridiculous is it that Arman started wrestling at 17 and just destroyed Lance Palmer at RAF?
That's Arman's a freak.
Yeah, truly a freak. And becoming the most likable guy with all the live streaming and twitching and all the
180 he's done.
influencers he's been hanging with. Dude, Arman is actually kind of funny. Like I used to cringe and now I kind of
Okay,
like what he's
Patty's
up to.
landing. Patty's kind of gaining his wits back. Still very much Justin's fight, but Patty is kind of recovering a bit.
For sure. All right. And if the fight goes the way I predicted it, Patty is getting a submission in this round.
That would be something.
Yeah, I don't really see that one happening. But
You may have some more time. I think you said fourth round.
oh, did I?
I think.
Okay, I couldn't.
Chris
remember if it was
corrected.
third or
Chris said it
fourth.
was fourth round submission. So, man, Polymarket still gives 26% chance to Pimblett. That's insane. I guess he can turn the tide at any second. You know, he's a game fighter. Justin doesn't have quite the same output in this round that he did.
Beautiful, beautiful footwork by Justin. Get your head off the center line, start moving, create an angle, escape. Beautiful. Justin just needs to stay a little tighter on his entrances. On his entrances.
Oof.
There you go.
Justin's
got him
getting a little
wobbled.
wild with his shots now too. He needs to tighten up. What got him the success in the beginning was the tight shots.
Where are the leg kicks? He could be doing great damage with his leg kicks right now if he were to throw them. There you go. Okay, he's setting them up now, right?
Ooh, nice jab
beautiful.
from Patty.
Beautiful hook from Patty. All right, good head movement off Justin. But again, Patty.
Oh,
Patty almost exclusively only throws big explosive shots.
Big head kick by
kick.
Patty.
Big knee, big body kick, chunk a big two, throw a big hook.
Oh, nice two by Justin.
Great
there.
counter off Justin Gaethje. Man, see that pivot step is nice, but we got to tighten it up a little bit.
Joe Rogan saying Justin keeps adjusting his right hand.
Yeah, you know, if you watch Justin, he does it sort of like the stereotypical thing, like a bully or like a guy, a fight guy in a movie. You know, crack his knuckles. It almost is like it's like a tendency.
Yeah.
How Poirier has the what is it? He
pants pull up.
Pulls the pants. That one girl in Bellator, she used to like go like this. I can't remember what who that was, but R.I.P. Bellator. Oh, big shot landed from Patty.
Landed some big shots now.
All right, big knee landed by Patty.
That's the thing in this fight. Both guys have landed big shots, and immediately the other guy answered.
Big leg kick. All right, Patty is finding his groove. Not enough to steal the round, but
maybe.
Oh, nice uppercut.
I think Patty's winning this round, actually.
Yeah, it could be.
I think this might be 2-1.
Yeah, Justin looks a little.
Oh, knee to the nuts there for Patty.
Nuts. All right. Patty shouldn't complain about that though, because I mean, when a foul happens, he complains. So Justin should be able to complain as well. It looked like it did hit him in the twig and dingleberries, but a jump knee right to the groin. Bring a grown man to his knees.
Yes, it will.
It's always funny when they stop girl fights for that.
All right, let's see here. Justin seems like he's ready. About 45 seconds in. Let's run it. Mark Goddard starts him back up. And we got 52 seconds left in the round.
Right back on those calf kicks. Man, Justin, I thought he was going to be the one throwing the leg kicks. It looks like Patty the Batty's trying to chop down.
Oof, Patty's finding timing with that straight too.
He did say
and
he
that
comes
front
alive
head kick,
in rounds 3, 4, and 5. I mean, this that's true.
Yeah, it certainly seems like it.
More alive this round. I mean, he's up by double the amount of strikes landed. Significant strikes landed in the third round, where he's been down on every other in every other round.
Yeah, Patty's coming alive. Oh, nice
clean.
two by Justin Gaethje.
Beautiful two landed flush by Gaethje.
Absolutely beautiful.
Scousers
right
have
hand.
some crazy chins on.
Dude. Something in the water over there in Liverpool.
Good head movement.
All right. Okay, cool. So tell us, guys, 2-1 Justin. That's how we have it. Is that how you have it, Nick?
Yes. I think Patty won that last round. I guess eating beans on toast for breakfast gives you a granite jaw.
I'm telling you, they're doing something over there. What do you guys think? Constantinos, you said you live in the UK. What is it about Scousers that make them immune to knockouts? He needs to take Justin down. Yeah, most definitely 2-1. Yes, I think that is we're all on the same page here. It's a close fight. As Nick said, Patty did say I come alive in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds. So we'll see.
Justin.
Okay, yeah. Trevor
Keep it
Whitman
together.
saying keep it together.
Don't be
you know.
lazy. Don't be lazy. That is a good.
That's good advice.
Trevor Whitman pays attention to every round.
Yeah, he does.
Because he was more. Justin was lazier in that round. Trevor's a G.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Round 4. Round 4 sub. Constantinos, are you calling a round 4 sub for Patty, or you just say is that what Nick picked? Let's see here. All right, 4 minutes and 46 seconds left in the 4th round is where we are.
Anybody's fight. I mean, shit. This could truly go either way. Both men are landing big shots. Justin was really sharp early. He's kind of gone flat-footed.
Justin looks a little tired.
He does. He does. Patty looked.
Oh, big step-in shot from
right
Justin there.
Overhand lands clean for Justin. Oh, do you got to throw that?
Oh, he had something there. He feinted him, and then he had the opening. He just didn't take it.
It was
another Justin Gaethje's coming alive again in this round.
He's landed 3 overhands in a row, enough to make Patty shoot a takedown.
Yeah.
That tells you that those were working.
Right back to that front snap down position.
Man, did you have Justin decision?
I had Justin decision.
KO.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I have Justin 4th round KO. We'll see what happens then.
You better hope for this one to go down. One of our picks has got to be right.
It's got to be.
Nice. Completely taking control of the octagon. First minute and change down, and Justin is in the driver's seat, man.
Oh, knockdown by Justin Gaethje.
Big hook landed for Justin Gaethje.
Patty's right
Patty
back
again.
to his feet. Dude, Patty is one tough MFer.
We're talking about anytime a fighter gets dropped, it's close enough to assume there's a concussion there. So Patty is just absorbing some shots, man.
Yeah, the kid's going to be suffering later in life.
I'd want to go eat 50 pounds of food after this too if I was him.
You ain't kidding.
Especially in Vegas, dude, I would be ripping through the strip. Just eating
buffet after buffet.
Buffet style too, yeah. All right, Patty has his back taken by Justin Gaethje. I can't imagine he saw this coming.
No, on the feet though, so we'll see what happens.
On the feet.
Justin breaks the body lock.
Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. I knew Justin
brilliant.
Absolutely vet move. Let Patty out of it, create that distance, and land 2 big shots.
Brilliant. Did you see where he placed his head? He just hit his head behind Patty, but behind the side that he wasn't turning around because he knew Patty was going to turn. He just stayed safe where Patty couldn't attack him and waited around for him to turn and then landed 2 big shots.
Big shots from Justin again.
Now he's pouring it on. Uh-oh. Iron chin is Patty Pimblett.
Dude, respect to Patty Pimblett.
You don't want to get into a Zuffa with a Scouser, man, because you're not going to knock him out.
Patty Pimblett is
oh, now he got kneed in the nuts.
Did he get kneed in the nuts again?
Or
I guess Justin was the first one that got kneed.
Talk pro bono.
What a fight, man.
Oh, uppercut from hell.
What a fight.
Uppercut's coming again. Ready, Justin? Justin threw another uppercut.
Okay.
All right. Joe Rogan said it, so that means that's what it is. It's a belt line.
Gaethje did look at Mark Goddard and say, "Do you want to give him a second?" And Goddard said, "No, keep it going." So,
there we go.
Beautiful jab by Justin Gaethje.
Patty's head back clean with that
Justin's
jab.
managing this range very well.
We got 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the round. Patty really needs to come back because it's about to be 3-1 in favor of Gaethje and a whole bunch of knockdowns. So, we don't usually score rounds that are relatively competitive 10-8s, but these knockdowns, man, they're spread out. So they're going to make for a close scorecard, but this has not been the closest fight.
The 3rd round was good, but for Patty, close. But yeah, everything else has been very much Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, if we see this go 4-1, Patty's a dog, man. Any questions they had about him if he was able to deal with the power of the best guys in the world? He answered that.
Wow. So 25 seconds left in round number 4. Looks like we're going to make it into the 5th round.
Man, Patty must be exhausting himself with only throwing big stuff.
Good combinations by Patty there. But Justin, look at Justin
gets the
immediately to the
takedown.
single after a couple good shots. Justin's
Immediately
fighting a
on
complete fight here right now. He's really doing a good job.
I love this dirty boxing from the ground and pound. Anything
Oof.
you can get. He'll always try to throw in a head kick in close range. That is typical Justin
Look at
Gaethje
Patty
right there.
Dude, Patty's still raising his hands. What a game fighter.
Yeah. A man of the people, man. Come on, lad. But the next
Imagine a
generation.
Scouser and a Mexican having a child, they'd be untouchable.
Best cardio, and you would never knock them out. Significant strike count: 148 for Gaethje to 134 for Pimblett. This is a high volume fight, and I think a lot of those 134 came in the third round for Patty. He must have landed about 50 strikes in that round.
Yeah.
You don't need a finishing shot, Trevor Whitman says to Justin Gaethje. You need to win this fight.
Yep. That's
One
good
more
advice
round.
from Trevor.
One more round. Go out there and do what you've been doing. Don't let this guy land anything too big.
And Patty's looking for it in this round. Trust me.
Patty knows he's down. No way the judges are going to mess this one up.
Yeah, I can't imagine. All right. Standing ovation from the Vegas crowd.
As they
The
should.
2 touch up.
Get
little
on your
hug.
feet for
Now
these
let's
two.
get after it. 5 minutes. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
Kill a couple of seconds with a hug right before the round starts, and we're off.
Here we go, guys. Last round. We have it 3-1 Justin, I think. Is that how you have it, Nick?
Yes, of course.
So
3-1.
I can't really see it. Oh,
Big shot landed from Patty.
big
landed
knee from Patty.
Oh, they're throwing it. They're chunking.
Oh,
Big overhand from Justin. Great takedown defense. You know they land and they affect Patty when he shoots for a takedown because, I mean, he's been only looked for takedowns right after he's been rocked with those overhands.
yeah. Justin has landed. Oh, beautiful hook by
This
Justin.
dirty
Look
boxing-
at Justin is just thriving in this close range.
Justin Gaethje in the dirty boxing range is as filthy of a fighter as you can find.
And he's hard to hit at that range too. And you can't get off clean on him, and he's able to get off clean on you.
This was supposed to be the Paramount Patty era, and Justin Gaethje just put a big halt on
Paramount
all of the
Gaethje, bro.
plans. This is the Gaethje era.
The question is the winner of this fight, and I don't really care because this is an awesome fight, but is the winner of this fight a lamb heading to slaughter against Ilia Topuria?
100%.
We'll talk about that later, but
We'll have some videos covering that one,
but good Lord Almighty, Patty Pimblett's got a chin on him.
seriously.
I almost want to see him fight Topuria just to see, like,
yeah.
you know, Max Holloway never been knocked down either until Topuria. Beautiful outside
shooting
leg trip
for a
entry.
takedown, winds up on the bottom potentially.
Yeah,
All right, Justin's fighting back up to his feet. Good,
Patty's
good
got double
balance.
unders.
Good balance. Right now, Patty has double unders, and they're locked up, body lock style up against the cage. But Justin is defending well. He's got the whizzer, and then he's basically framing both legs, trying to keep any knees from coming in. Patty can't do this. He cannot afford to stall and kill time.
I think
up
he's going to
against
try
the
to.
cage. Bless you.
Thank you.
Previous best for Justin Gaethje was 165 or 143. He has officially landed 165 significant strikes this fight. Patty the Batty has absorbed every one of them. This is not the place Patty needs to be, though. If you're going to go to the ground, go to the ground.
You got to get it there quick.
Don't
You
kill
can't.
time. You do not have the time. And even if you get Justin to the ground, 2 minutes, it will fly by when you're both exhausted like this and now sweaty.
Yeah.
It's hard to look for submissions. Patty needs to believe in his striking and go out there. If he wants to win this fight, he doesn't need to look for it with a submission. He needs to look for it with a KO. Easier said than done.
It's very hard to submit somebody like Justin Gaethje when you're both sweaty, you're both exhausted.
Beautiful. A clean, stiff jab almost puts Patty on the ground once again. Good head movement. Patty's striking patterns are getting too predictable. Justin Gaethje's
Two
able
hooks
to
in a
throw.
row for Justin.
Justin able to throw almost anything, and it's going to land because Patty's head is not moving one iota.
Yeah. And you got to think he knows where he's at. So I expect him in the last 60 seconds to go crazy. I don't think Patty's going to go quietly into the sunset.
To do it like the guy that looks like Max Holloway. Turn it up.
Yeah.
They're both tired, both exhausted.
Patty's landing some
chunking
shots.
Some big shots now. Final
1 minute left.
We got 1 minute and 3 seconds left on the clock. Patty is bringing everything he's got.
Look at his coaches are just begging
Throw the
him
elbow,
to,
lad. Throw the elbow, lad.
There you go. Here we go.
Turn his face to blood sausage.
45 seconds left, fellas.
George St. Pierre sounding off.
One of the goats chiming in.
Let's go. We got 30 seconds to go. Justin Gaethje still implementing dirty boxing and finding all sorts of shots, all sorts of angles.
Yeah, see that outside leg trip's just not there for Patty, and it's 28 seconds left in the fight.
All right. Look at the stats. So round 5 is very close. Patty's slightly up on significant strikes, but he has not landed the better strikes.
Yeah, I think Justin's done more damage, even though he's landed less strikes.
Without a doubt.
All right, 10 seconds left. Do we see a Max Holloway? That didn't pay off for Justin before. Ooh, knee to the nuts.
Yeah,
oh, man, what a fight.
Justin Gaethje.
What a war.
Justin Gaethje.
How about that?
And new interim world champion
for the second
time. Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
Wow. Okay. All right. So
do a backflip.
I think he only does that if he gets a finish. So 4-1 or 3-2?
4-1.
Yeah, 4-1 Gaethje for me too.
4-1 Gaethje. I was way off. I thought Patty would finish him. The old dog's got a couple tricks up his sleeve, it seems.
How did you guys score that? 4-1 for Gaethje or 3-2 for Gaethje or something else? Dare I say 3-2 for Patty?
Maybe those judges down there have it 3-2 for Patty. They're like, I think 5-0.
Which one's Patty?
Which one's Connor?
Rose is the Hispanic one, right?
Which one's Connor?
Isn't he great?
Isn't he great? Federal King Prison. All right.
All right.
They're running some commercials now before we get the official announcement. Bruce Buffer will sound off for us. Guys, this has been a great card, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
This
Thank you
has
for
been a lot
doing
of
this.
fun.
Yeah, this is...
Before we do all that sort of stuff, we're still going to chat, of course, about what we hear them say and who wins the belt. But
yeah, we're not signing off.
First of all, I just want to say thanks to Cheech, thanks to Chris, the man, the third Barnhill brother. He's off camera, but he is doing the most work of all of us. So y'all send him some stuff in the chat. Send him some love. We appreciate you guys. Justin Gaethje, it's back on. Cameras on him. Patty the Batty is getting that Poly Market chain wrapped around his neck. Big sponsorship right there. His face is beaten, but he was not taken out of this fight.
Yeah, respect to Patty. He lost his fight, but absolute respect to what a warrior he is. All right, Bruce Buffer's reading the announcement.
48-47, 49-46, 49-46. Winner by unanimous decision. Interim new champion. Justin
Gaethje.
The highlight reel. Gaethje.
How about that?
Let's see if he throws this one on the ground and says, I'll wait for the real one again.
I don't think he's going to do that. He learned that lesson.
Yep. Now they both got bling on. He's got a belt.
That chain is pretty dope, though.
Yeah. Justin's
Joe is going to interview Patty as well.
Joe Rogan's about to talk to Justin now, and then he's going to talk to Patty. Let's hear what he's got to say. Scousers do not get knocked out. That's right.
Justin giving him credit for how tough he is.
I'm so thankful to share with you guys. I thank God every day for my
He's thanking his team, thanking God, thanking everybody important.
He's got a nice family. They really do support him well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And never tell me to not do something that you were doing. That's how it's done.
He's got his shirt crop top because he's so sweaty.
Like from the very beginning, it seemed like you were hunting for the knockout from the very beginning of the fight. Like
He's talking about how Justin was hunting for a knockout from the very beginning, the very first bell.
definitely upset me after the first round, but I just love this shit so much. It's really hard to
Yeah, Justin ain't retiring. He loves this so much.
He is very dangerous, got great timing. Fucking young kid, dangerous kid. I had to steal his momentum and his confidence, and I had to work really hard.
Yeah.
Patty's a tough puzzle to solve, and Justin Gaethje just passed with flying colors.
Yeah, Pat. I mean, it's you have a guy who just doesn't go away, and he hits hard.
Right.
Look at that shot. Look at that shot.
Some of
he
these
ate.
slow-mo shots are as clean
Yeah.
as shots can land.
So
Went away from the game plan by trying to kill him, per usual. And so my coach had to really pull me back. The shots that hurt him, I know he got hurt in the first, second.
He said he could feel that Patty was hurt in the first and second, but he had
Yeah.
to kind of pull back because he wasn't going anywhere. He said he guesses it's true. Scousers really don't get knocked out.
yeah, imagine what Max is thinking. Yeah, I mean, Max Holloway. I mean, he's still very much in play.
Oh, yeah.
Max Holloway can still fight for an undisputed belt at 155 before the end of this year, if some things shake
100%.
out and interesting.
Tell me you don't want to see Patty's Batty versus Conor McGregor.
Yeah, maybe they do Patty versus Connor. You know,
I mean, it's a big fight.
his 11th main event. Wow.
And you better believe he's getting a bonus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At
100%.
least, yeah, he's going to get a fight of the night bonus, and that's $100K.
Yeah, that
So
was
that
fight of the
makes up
night.
for 2 bonuses that he used to get. The most bonused man in the game.
He is a bonus machine.
Here's Patty the Batty.
Joe giving Patty credit for the heart and the chin.
Lod. Oh, you can tell he doesn't need to prove his toughness. He already knew that.
He just wanted the belt.
No man he'd rather lose to. Man, if faces could say words, man, his
Yeah.
face is saying everything right now.
Yeah, just real disappointment.
Yeah.
Patty will be back though. He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
some things he needs to clean up.
He's young. Yeah. Shot the takedown.
He said some of those body shots hurt him.
Yeah. 31 years young. Determined to get to the belt. Let's go. That's all you need.
So we will see Patty back again.
Yeah. 100%.
Patty always shouting
Yeah.
out people from Liverpool, people that passed away.
A training partner's mother seems
Yeah.
to have passed. He's always shining light. Yeah, he's a big proponent for mental health
Yeah.
and men getting help when they need it. So Patty's a good guy. Even in tough moments, he's able to talk about what's most important to him.
Yeah.
Gotta love that. Gee, it sounds like a lot of people in Liverpool are dying.
Yeah.
No, man, don't be
Pat-
sad. That was a war.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fact I can say it this time without making myself look stupid. Dana, fight of the night or what?
Fight of the night bonus is 100%
Yeah, you getting a bonus.
going to
That was
those two.
100% fight of the night. All right, guys. Wow.
What a fight.
First one in the books. We're right back here next weekend for UFC 325.
Yeah, they didn't give us a whole lot of time to prep for it and make videos for it, but we will be ready. And I don't know what the timing is on it.
We got same time. Yeah.
Same
8
time?
o'clock. Yeah. We got some
Even though
content
it's in
to
Australia?
cut. Yeah. It's going to be 8 o'clock here.
Okay.
There's
Arman
Arman
Saruki
Saruki
and getting
in
a little
there.
shine right at the end. Now, that guy's a problem for both men.
He's a problem for he may even be a problem for
Now,
Ilya.
if Henry Cejudo's 5'3", how tall is Arman? Because he's
not that tall.
an inch or two taller.
All right, so here's the schedule, guys. We got Volkanovski, Lopez. Then the following weekend, we've got Bautista, Oliveira. Then we have a week off, and then we're here in H-Town for Sean Strickland versus Fluffy
Great
Hernandez.
fight.
And then Saturday, February 28th in Mexico City, Moreno versus
Almabayev.
And it looks like all of them are at
8
No,
Eastern.
I'm sorry. No. Not so. It'll be 8 Eastern, 8 Central for the pay-per-view, and then 7 Central for the others.
For the numbered.
For the numbers,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Awesome.
guys, I guess there's nothing more to say.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much.
We appreciate y'all. We're turning over a new leaf. We had great engagement in the chat. Thank you to everybody, Constantinos, who actually donated and tipped in the
Let's
chat.
go.
JD, you guys are the best.
Thank y'all so much.
Make sure you share this when we go live next time. Share to a few people. Let's see if we can start to get more people in here. Have some more fun in the chat.
Yeah.
And then also, if you don't already, follow us on the various social medias: TikTok, Instagram. We're the Barnhill Bros on those. We cut up clips and yeah, we're just trying to make it happen. We're just guys that love MMA, trying to make this thing turn into a reality. And we can't do it without support from people like you. So thank you all so much.
Y'all are helping us grow, and we're achieving some cool things, but this is going to be the biggest year for us. The live streams are going to be a great place to hang out. If you love fighting, you love chatting with other fight fans, get over here. Make sure you're subscribed on everything, like, follow, all that stuff. Engage with us. We're always in the comments, so you know where to find us, guys. Thank y'all so much. Glad we're back after 6 weeks. The UFC is in full swing. Fights on fights on fights. So get ready for next weekend.
Yeah, and join the Discord, guys. We have a great Discord
Good
that was
time
set
over
up
there.
for us by Danger Mouse, one of our oldest subscribers and good friends. So
fellow UK man.
fellow UK guy. So thank you all so much. Have a wonderful week. We will have content out for you during the week next week, and then we'll see you back here live on Saturday. Take care.
Thanks, y'all. Peace.
Bye-bye.